You gotta let me drag this out. Hi everybody. Oh shoot, wrong overlay. Hi everybody again. Uh, we're the D&D initiative, and as you might have noticed, this isn't our usual overlay. At least now it isn't. Now that I'm not messing it up anymore. Gwen is gonna run a little original campaign for us, so we're gonna take a little break from Avernus. Gwen, why don't you let us know what's going on with that?
All right. So I was actually going to start with character introductions, but I can just give the. I'm just going to give the setting detail first, and then we can do that. So the party has made its way to the city of Ogrelon, a city of stolen names. The most of the majority of travelers know about the city is exactly what the moniker implies. It is a city where you can steal a name or have your name stolen. From the odd tale and legend, you have learned the city was once a massive temple to Mask, Lord of Shadows and God of Thieves. But after Cyric claimed much of Mask's power, the temple was abandoned and quickly became overgrown with vines and dense foliage. Many years later, but still many years before the time of our adventure, an unknown noble family stumbled upon the temple and claimed it as their own. Most of the original architecture has been destroyed or modified in some way, as very few nobles appreciate the influence of Mask. The desecrated city boasts some 5,000 residents, many of which live in large complexes that can be seen from far off distances. A modern beacon in the once ancient temple. Ogrelon is seated atop a tall island, cliffs on every side, apart from the stone bridge that stretches more than 3 miles from the nearest landmass. One of the many impressive technological feats of the city, living seemingly in a different era from the rest of Faerun. So before we actually place our characters into this world, it makes sense to get to know them, I think. So who would like to introduce their character first?
I will, sure. Why not?
I don't want to go till Sean goes. I'm sorry.
My character's name is Merbella Odrod. She was born into a cult that was like an offshoot of a group. It wasn't initially a cult, but it became one. And pretty much like the initial group was meant only for the longevity of the group itself. It had a very singular purpose. But the people who left just decided that control was more important, and they don't care how long it lasts, as long as it lasts, as long as they live. And she wasn't into that. So just hearing the rumor of this possible offshoot, that they were an offshoot, was enough for her. So she just dipped. And she's lightly looking around for that, but mostly she's just trying to make a life where she has some kind of control rather than just not. She is a Gloomstalker Ranger, sneaky gal, shoots a bow, ranger stuff.
What's your favorite terrain?
My favorite terrain
Or
is the coast, the forest, and I think I have one more. Oh, and the mountains.
nice.
No, the enemies are Fae and beasts. So I didn't really know where to go.
Yeah. Too many directions to choose.
Yeah, so I was just like, beasts are everywhere sometimes.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much.
All right, I'm Enoch Ishtar. I am a hobgoblin necromancy wizard. My family was basically exiled from my sort of tribe, my hobgoblin clan, and so my father disappeared, was taken away, and I was raised by my mother in basically complete isolation. And then eventually, so I grew up. Hobgoblins have a pretty rich tradition of wizardry anyway. So my mother was a wizard, and she taught me. But then I became interested in necromancy, which came in handy when she inevitably passed away. So for a while, all I had to talk to was the animated corpse of my mother. Also, my charisma's 3. Until Greg, I don't know Greg's character's name.
Zygon.
And his friend came along, Greg, you can fill in this part on your part. But yeah, so now
Yeah.
we're traveling together. But my mother always claimed that my father had been essentially taken away to this city of stolen names. And whether even though that is seemingly ridiculous, I've become convinced of it. So I'm trying to find my father who was vanished to this city.
Yeah.
All right.
I will segue right into mine then. That's cool. Um, so my character Zygon is an Azamar who, after finding a rapier from the Shadowfell named Aegis and accidentally entering into a pact, got disgraced from his clan and basically banished from Mulharand. He would have died if he didn't join a gang of street urchins who kind of taught him to live off of the street and live on his own. And big time skip there. They grow up, but then eventually one of his closest friends named Gale gets separated during a battle and unfortunately dies from a fire spell, and her corpse was burned to a crisp, so he couldn't accept her death. But once he so he let me actually so he was kind of in denial, like going around searching for her, but eventually just by chance met Sean's character, who restored the corpse for an entirely different reason. But uh seeing her corpse like restored, he was finally able to accept her death and was really thankful to Sean's character, whose name I am terrified to try and pronounce.
Go for it. Go
Uh
for it.
Enoch. Uh
Good.
and basically he feels he has like a debt to this crazy necromancer now because he is on a similar quest to nowhere trying to find his father who's long been gone. So until he helps Enoch, attain that goal or realize that that goal is like a waste of his, his life and his passion, he's following him around. So
And what
All
class
right.
are you?
oh yeah, so I'm uh a swashbuckler rogue with 1 level of hexblade.
And O'Malley.
Yeah.
And then just Jess.
Okay. That was a lot of story. I'm gonna make this up right now. So, my character is Kanda O'Reilly. She's a College of Whispers bard, half elf. Okay, so let's see. She grew up in a small village, very tight knit village. She was the matriarchal figure of the village. Yeah, and then let me see here. Okay, the reason why she's here. She had this lover, and she was taken away in the night, and all she has is a love letter from said lover, and she believes that she was taken away to this city. Let's go with that.
That sounds good.
I'm sorry, what was the
your
name
character's
again?
name? Yeah.
Kanda
And
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly. Can you not see the nameplates under the tokens?
Not for Greg and
where
Jess.
where are the tokens?
On
I
the
can see
bottom
mine
of
in
your
Sean.
table.
If you go under on the token settings, there's a
Mhm.
tab advanced, and then you can
Advanced.
change it to the permissions.
I said a visible. Gotcha. Wait. Name C.
I like can't open those settings.
That's for me.
You should
not
be
for
able
you.
to.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. As long as I can do that.
Okay. Then now can everyone see?
Yes.
And can everyone move their own tokens around? Sean, with your corpses as well.
Hmm. So yeah, my two corpses are my mom. Oh, that was weird. My mom and Greg's friend.
Oh wait, you still
Oh,
have her
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
As you can already tell, Zygon has gotten in over his head with this quest.
I can just imagine Zygon just being like, "All right, Enoch, I've come to terms with it. She can go," and he's like, "No.
She's here forever.
This is mine now."
Oh god. We
So
did
I
this all
do-
just to have the dynamic of like me, like the exasperated straight man trying to like do damage control for Sean's 3 charisma necromancer wizard.
I'm also very not charismatic. Not nearly as much.
It's okay. I have panache. I got this.
Nash.
You've got
All right. So let's get you guys to the next thing. This is not. There we go.
all right. I will have to roll a new character.
I noticed that we have to take the bridge.
Yeah.
Does that mean I can't try and scale the cliff?
Not realistically, no. Because the only way to get to the cliff, I mean, you would be walking from the bridge and then like climbing underneath the bridge to get to the cliff.
Honestly, I'm already straying from character. I got to be the one who's like, of course we're going on the bridge.
Failure.
All right. So your story begins as you traverse the bridge. You can faintly hear the raging ocean many feet below, but at the height you're at, looking over the edge only reveals fog and the occasional seagull. Nonetheless, the bridge is stable and simple to travel on, a stark difference from many of your past adventures, which have led you through wilderness and city alike. As you approach, the size of the city does not change. Is it magic? Is the city just so tall and commanding that no matter the distance, you are but ants to its towering glory? The answer becomes clear as you pass over the bridge. As your pass over the bridge comes closer to an end. The city is unlike anything you've ever seen before. Its intimidating aura draws you in, and you just barely notice three looming figures standing between you and the entrance to Oberlon. You look upon three giant creatures resting on massive great clubs, each larger than any of you. They have one eye in the center of their faces, and while the lid is drooped lazily over, its piercing gaze seems to stare right through you. They slowly use their clubs to stand up to a height reaching about 20 feet, much more alert than before. There is almost a gleeful glint in their massive eyes. The one in the center stands about 5 foot taller than the others, its voice bellowing. You four unfamiliar faces. Who goes there?
It is I, Enoch,
No, don't give him your name.
here to find my father. Where is he? Take me to who
So
can find me my father.
we are but simple travelers. My friend is a bit eccentric, as you can see.
What is your father's name?
Enoch.
They point at you, Enoch, and they say, I found him. Enoch is right there.
You buffoons.
May I ask your names?
We go by many names, the tallest says with a grin. You look like weak folk. Perhaps you should turn back before the city eats you alive.
Well, surely you know how strong I am. Don't you remember me? You were friends with my father. I want to use panache.
Yeah. Remind me of the skill of panache.
Yep. I will ping it and also read it. So as an action, you make a charisma persuasion check contested by a wisdom insight check. The creature must be able to hear you and you two must share a language. If you succeed on the check and the creature's hostile, well, I guess that's for combat. So in this situation, if you succeed on a check and the creature isn't hostile, it's charmed by you for a minute. While charmed, it regards you as a friendly acquaintance. But if we do anything harmful, then it immediately ends.
All right.
In combat, it's basically they have disadvantage on attack rolls against everyone but me.
Gotcha. Roll. Whew. So it's contested?
Yes, so I'd roll
All right.
persuasion,
Sounds good.
which I probably should have been proficient in.
You must have me confused with someone else. My name, oh, that is my name. My name is Nizkar, but many call me the Cyclops Sentinel.
I don't know many Mizgars.
No, Nizkar with an N.
I was about to say.
my
I was gonna make a
mistake.
joke. I was gonna say you don't know any.
Right.
Uh,
I wasn't quick enough.
Well,
anyway,
I gave it my best shot.
I don't believe we got the names of your companions here. And they gesture towards.
Do we know
kinda
anything about the
Marbella.
name stealing process?
No, you do not.
All
You
right.
can make an insight check to see if this is them attempting to steal your name.
I would like to.
Yeah, I'm already suspicious.
You're confident that this is just a greeting.
Hi, I'm Marbella. Nice to meet you.
My name is Roadhog.
The captain. Well, I like that name, Marbella. Maybe I'll ask you to hand it over. They stand up a little bit taller, raising their clubs higher and taking a step forward. Roll initiative.
Um,
Oh, I didn't send it.
And I didn't either.
That's okay.
Oh.
and my macros aren't going to be in here. I'll add them later.
That's all right. I can
I
just
put a double
shift
check.
click on things.
I just want to double check how initiative works for my things. On each of your okay, okay, so yeah, so they roll their own initiative. All right, let's see if I can do it. Hey,
And I gotta add your zombies.
Ah.
yeah, do I have an? Oh, here's the initiative button for them.
I just added them anyway, but you might be able to actually get the numbers in.
Yeah, I can put them in. This. Yeah, I'll have to change their names so I can.
Oh yeah, there's copy of zombie, copy of zombie.
Yep.
All right. So we got Marbella is a.
Greg, what was your friend's name? Gail.
Yeah. I spelled it Gale, Gale.
Gale. Gale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Kind of.
I realized that Gale is a really pretty name, and I've never met anyone named Gale, like in person.
I knew one.
I don't think I've met anyone named Gail.
Was she a street urchin?
No, she helps old people.
She had the same spirit.
All right. I believe everyone's in. Just double check. That looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Zygon, you are first up.
All right. Well, I can't quite get to them. Which am I here or here? Doesn't
The
matter.
closer one. It does not matter.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move up 30 feet. I will try to panache on one of them that not the one that I originally tried it on.
Okay. The center one is the one you originally tried. So
Yeah, so say the one on the right near me.
sounds good.
Actually, you know what? Let's go with the left. That'll make it really inconvenient for them. Then persuasion. Hey, there we go.
And then it's one of those. All right. The charm is successful.
So yeah, this is the combat one. So it has disadvantage on attack rolls against target other than you, and can't make opportunity attacks against targets other than you. That
Okay.
lasts for 10 rounds.
Gotcha.
Is it concentration?
No, but if one of you attacks it, then the panache ends. So we can kind
Or
of
affects it with a spell.
or affects it with a spell. Yeah, so we can kind of ignore the left one until last.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Zygon is 60 feet away from it. Just we got
Yeah.
all of them out there.
But he's gonna have to run away because I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
backing off. And I'll just cunning action for a dodge.
All right.
That is all.
And kinda.
Where's my movement? 30 feet?
Also, I'm like, no, it was you who my father knew. I'm sure of it.
What am I doing? I'm gonna come up kind of behind Zygon.
Alright.
Right there. And then I'm gonna I'm gonna use Blade Ward on myself. Just going to take it.
Okay. Yeah, please.
It gives me resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
All right. A decent move. And any bonus action?
No, I don't think so.
No.
No.
Good. So now it is the one that you have panashed, Greg.
Yes.
And he can still be hostile towards anyone, right?
Yeah.
Just
It's
with disadvantage
just
against people, not you.
Yeah, and he can't take opportunity attacks against them.
All right. So let's just see. Boom. He is going to. Oh my goodness. He's going to walk up to you between the two of you. How? And it's going to make 2 great club attacks. One at Zygon and one at Kinda. That's the name.
Got it.
So first one against Zygon is a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
18 bludgeoning.
I'll uncanny dodge.
Okay. And then Kinda a 25 to hit.
Is that it? Wait, what's
Oh,
the
not a
disadvantage?
disadvantage. You're right. You're right. So 14 to hit.
Fuck. Okay. Yes.
Oh, rough. So it's 17 bludgeoning, but you can take half because you're resistant now.
Okay. So what is that? 9, 8.
Yeah, 9.
Okay. Ah, what the fuck? My health just went down to 39 for whatever reason.
Interesting.
No, it's just I pressed the arrow once to go down once, and then it just kept going.
Okay. Marbella, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna Hunter Strike this, or Hunter's Mark this one,
Ping it again.
middle one.
That one. Got it.
Yeah. And then I will attack.
Sounds good.
And then I get an extra attack on my first turn. So I guess that'll be my third. Because if it hits, I get an extra 1d8. Yeah.
Yes.
So that'll be my last attack.
Okay. So 15 hits.
Oh, hey, look at that. And then an extra 1d6.
Okay. And next attack. 25 will hit, clearly.
And is Hunter's Mark the first time I hit him each turn?
It's only once per turn.
Okay. Alright, well then that's 9, and then this will be my extra attack, so if it hits, an extra 1d8.
Okay. All right. Is looking pretty healthy still. Not much damage has gone down to this guy. It seems like, not that he's resistant to bludgeoning or piercing or whatever, but just that he's a big guy. He's going to take a lot of hits to get down.
Gotcha.
Moving on, we've got the guy on the right side. He is going to walk up and this time make 2 great club attacks towards Zygon. First one being a 17.
Remember, I am dodging. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Tie goes to the roller.
Okay. That'll be 17 bludgeoning.
Oofy.
And then a 16, which is a miss.
Yes.
All right. While he says that, he's just like kind of gives a look back at the guy in the middle. And he's like, "Hey, it's Captain's orders." It is Enoch's turn.
All right. I'm gonna. Oh, what's the range on it? Let's see. 60 feet. Okay, so I'll just walk up. Wherever. Here, actually. It should still be within 60, right? Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cast Hall of the Dead.
Okay. That is going to be
Oh, here.
wisdom save.
Oh, I wonder how that works. That's interesting. We're gonna find out in a second. spellcasting ability, whatever. Okay, well, yeah. So he makes a Wisdom save.
18.
18 is a success. So
Okay.
nothing. And then I will command my zombies just to move forward.
Gotcha.
They're slow, so they're not going to really get there.
So on your turn, you just
I
take the
use the
action to
bonus
command them.
as a bonus action. I can give them a
Yeah.
command. If I give them a
Right.
command, they will keep doing it until the command is finished. So, like, if I just give the
Sounds
command
good.
attack, I can bonus
Yeah.
action after that. But right now, I'm just going to tell them to move.
All right. It is now Gale's turn to move.
Gale can move. He's going to dash. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20, 25, or yeah, 25, 30, 35, 40. Gets right there, and that's his turn.
Okay. I just realized that I should probably put a panache symbol on this one guy so I don't forget. We'll do that one. All right. It is the slightly larger one. He is going to move up by 25 and make some great club attacks towards Kinda. The first one, 26 to hit.
Is the disadvantage only for the first turn? What was that?
It's only
That
for the guy
disadvantage.
who is charmed.
Oh, okay. Oh, Christ. Yeah.
So a 26 to hit and a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
That's going to be 43 bludgeoning total, but
What is
it's
it?
halved. It was 43, but you'll be
Okay.
halved because you're still under the effect of your blade ward.
Okay, God.
So 21 total.
Okay.
Moving on to Mom.
She does the same thing. So getting there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Perfect.
All right. And background to Saigon.
All right, I will first use my cunning action to dodge, and then I will like sidestep over to here. So if he wants to opportunity attack at disadvantage,
Okay, we'll do that. 14. It's going to be a miss.
all right. Now I will make an attack, and because of my rakish audacity, it'll be sneak attack if it hits.
All right.
Boom.
That's a hit.
And sneak attack. Do I not have? No, I do. There we go. Oh
Oh.
God, what? Okay. It was green, so I was like, did I just hit 6 sixes? But that's not what 22. All right, so 29.
Yeah. So what weapon are you using? Using a rapier?
Yeah, rapier from the Shadowfell.
Yeah. So you just kind of like sneak it around his great club, which he's holding, and just like go right in between, get him right in the chest. And at first, it's like not giving a lot of resistance. It's just kind of like a. Have you ever poked like a piece of plastic and it's just like you're trying to poke through it, but it's not giving?
Yeah,
But then eventually the finger just plunges through. It's like that, but with a rapier.
yeah. I
He's
like
still
that.
up, but he's definitely looking rougher now.
All right.
You did bonus action.
Yeah, dodge is a bonus, and I'm good.
All right. Back to kinda. As a refresher, this guy attacks other people that aren't Zygon with disadvantage and can't opportunity attack people that aren't Zygon.
Unless you hit him.
Unless somebody hits him first.
Oh, is it my turn now?
Yeah.
I'm. What are these guys? What are they? Like, what is that?
They look like Cyclopses.
So, like, they're probably not super smart, right?
No.
I'm gonna look at the big guy and try to bestow a curse
Okay.
on him. You just take it? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Save.
Okay, he has to make a wisdom save.
That's an 18.
I
I gotta be.
don't
You guys got some wisdom.
know.
They do not. They have -2, but they rolled 3 nat 20s on wisdom saves so far.
Oh my god.
Okay, awesome. This is a great start.
Any bonus action or movement?
I don't think I have bonus actions.
You still have your blade ward until the end of this turn.
What is that?
It means if you get hit, you'll take reduced damage. You can also move away from this guy in front of you without taking opportunity attacks.
So you'd only be taking 1 and he'd be doing half damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I guess I don't know what any of that said, but
And if he tries to chase you, he'll take an opportunity attack from Gale.
okay. So then I don't know where I can go. I guess can I go here?
You can.
Is that, I don't know.
I would move back towards us probably.
Alright.
That would be my recommendation, but I
Then
understand.
you're just isolating yourself.
Alright. I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Alright. So this guy will make an opportunity attack at 18 to hit
Yeah.
for 20, which half down to 10 for you.
Okie dokie.
And we have the charmed guy.
Come get
He
me.
is going to come to you, Zygon.
Yeah.
We've got great club attacks out the wazoo. A 21 and a 15.
21 will hit.
All right. So he just kind of does it's literally a swing and a miss because the first one is a swing and the second one's a miss. It's going to be 25 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
But the first one, he kind of just hits you right in the foot, and he's coming back up to try and swing it again, and it gets kind of caught on your ropes or whatever, and he's tangled around trying to pull it back, but he can't really get the next one.
I like that. I'm gonna uncanny dodge the bludgeoning damage.
All right, so it was 25, half down to 12.
Yeah.
Mirabella, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna drop a level 3 healing spirit right here.
Okay.
Also, a side note, I can only see Sean and Mai's health bar.
Oh, I can only
Okay.
see me and Sean's.
That's because Sean was the first person to put the token in. I forgot to do it for everyone else.
It's all good.
R1C.
So the healing spirit won't come until the first. Okay, so on your turn, it'll kick in.
Wait, sorry, where did you place it?
I placed it
Jess.
right on
Gotcha.
top of yeah.
Oh, what?
I placed a healing spirit on top of you, so at the beginning of your turn, you're going to gain 2d6.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
And I can move it around as well. But then I am going to make my attack on this guy.
Ooh, that's the healing spirit. Go ahead. That'll hit.
So, and then my
An extra D8.
6.
Is it
Nice.
D6 or D8?
Oh, for Hunter's Mark?
Hunter's Mark isn't up. Isn't healing spirit concentration?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I didn't realize Hunter Mark was concentration. Still worth. Okay,
Yeah,
so just ignore the 1.
that's fine.
The D8 is only at the beginning of combat, I believe.
Yeah, your
Gotcha,
first
gotcha.
round you get an extra D8 or something.
I got an extra attack and an extra D8 on that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's nifty.
And then I'll make another attack.
Well, tie goes to roller. And he's looking pretty rough. You kind of just got him in both shoulders with 2 different arrows, just pow pow, and he just gets stuck back a little bit, but he places himself pretty firmly back on the ground. And he's just looking at you. He's like, I said I liked your name. I'm gonna be taking it. Moving on. No movement or bonus action, right?
No. Yeah. Well, the bonus action was healing spirit,
That's right.
but yeah.
All right. So we have this guy over here. He is going to make an attempt to grapple you, Zygon.
Okay.
So you can make, what's it called? Athletics check.
Athletics. Okay. Damn it.
Oof. He rolled an 11, but he is not going to cut it.
Yeah.
So you are grappled. But that will be his entire turn. And Enoch.
All right. I'm going to trust the process on these wisdom saves specifically because it just told me the circumstance.
I mean, you could infer as much from being that the Cyclops
Yeah, I
is.
was pretty confident there. I'm going to cast slow.
All right.
So let me ping it really quick first. So it's 40-foot cube, so I can hit all of them.
Just a reminder that if you hit the panache one, he will get unpanached.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Right.
No, I'll choose not to because I get to choose.
Okay.
It says around up to 6 creatures of your choice. Yes, I can choose. So
Yep.
just the other 2. So they make wisdom saving throws. DC 17.
The big guy will go first with the fail. And
Wow,
the
that's
other guy
really good.
who's grappling also fail, both with 14s.
Okay, so they have -2 AC and Dex saves. Can't use reactions.
Okay.
It can use either, and that's not really relevant. It can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn. I don't think they're going to be casting spells.
Sounds good.
And then I will command my guys to attack this dude right here.
All right. Then that being said, it's Gale's turn.
Gale. This Gale. Doesn't matter. All right, the miracle. Can they do it? 18 to hit.
With a now 12 AC, it's going to hit.
Yeah, 9 bludgeoning.
9 bludgeoning indeed.
Gale just, one of Brony Arms just like claws down their chest.
Yeah, the big guy is like, is kind of just like shaking his arm at him, trying to get him off, but it doesn't matter. Gale's too resilient.
Hell yeah, Gale.
It is now his turn. He's going to make a retaliatory blow. I can only make one attack now.
Yeah.
But it'll be a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. They have AC 8.
For 21 bludgeoning damage.
Oh god. Gale.
How much health does Gale have?
34. So now down to what, 13?
Yeah.
They have more HP because of my abilities. Normally they only have like 21, I think, so he would be dead.
It is Mom's turn.
Mom considers Gale like an adopted son, I think.
I love that.
He's gonna come over here and
Gale is a girl. Just throwing that
an adopted
She'll consider
daughter.
her what she pleases.
Mm.
She's dead. It's hard to tell.
Big yikes.
Not gonna do it.
That is not going to do it.
I don't think
this is going to have.
It's hard to tell.
This is probably not going to have much of an effect. But while trying to slam their claws into Nizkar, it just is too much momentum and they fall prone.
Okay.
Zygon, you're up and you are grappled.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing something crazy, but I think I'm just gonna wait. If I attack while I'm grappled, it's not a disadvantage, is it?
There's grappling, not grappled.
I know I can't move.
So you become 0. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, because the panache guy's there, though, I can't get my rakish audacity. It's pretty tough.
If you attack the one that you have charmed, you will get sneak attack at least because of my mom.
This is true.
Why are we playing flanking?
No, but you don't get advantage, but you get sneak attack when you have an ally within.
When you're in 5 feet, yeah.
I thought it was the opposite.
Nope.
Wait, let me read it really quick.
That's for Danny's infernal conduit thing or whatever it's called.
Treachery.
Treachery, yeah.
No, yeah, it says if you are within 5 feet, no other creatures are within 5
That's
feet.
rakish audacity, but what
Wait.
are the triggers for regular sneak attack?
Having advantage.
You don't
on
need
attack.
advantage to a roll. another enemy of the target is within 5 feet.
I didn't know that.
Greg does not know his roads.
Apparently not. But
That's
okay.
okay.
It's Rouge. Sean. Jesus.
Like the bat.
It's the palette of fricative. That's right, Danny.
I don't want to know. Anyway, I'll do it then. Also, Panache only goes down if one of my allies attacks them. Just thought
So-
to
That's what I
yeah.
thought I read it as.
So yeah, rapier attack. Only
That'll
14.
hit.
Awesome. So 8 piercing plus sneak
And
attack
sneak.
15.
Bam. I believe that's the first damage this guy's taken all around.
Yeah, no, we've been ignoring him.
Yeah, no, it goes through. He is. I'm not exactly sure how Panache works in combat, but I'm going to say that he still regards you as a somewhat close friend and is absolutely betrayed at the moment.
But your dad knew my dad. Yeah, and I will dodge again as a bonus
All right.
action. It's gonna be pretty common for me.
Kinda. Your turn.
Okay.
You were in the healing spirit, so you'll get
2d6.
2d6.
Do I roll that? Or
It doesn't.
Whoever wants to.
There you
okay,
go.
then okay.
5 nuts.
Thank you. What was the thing about the big guy not having a reaction?
The
This
big guy had a reaction,
This guy can't opportunity attack anyone but me as long as you guys don't hit him or cast
but
a spell.
now the other two people also don't have reactions because they're slowed, I believe.
Okay, that's what I was asking. So not that one.
Let's double check.
So does that mean he doesn't get an opportunity attack?
I'm reading slow again. I know they don't have bonus actions and they can only attack once. Yeah, can't use reactions.
Okay, so I can walk up to him and walk away?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna hit him with the 2 hands of the long sword. Wait, can I
That
use
is
a bardic inspiration? Is that a thing I can do?
That
I don't think so.
I think you
I
can
will
only use them on
defer to
other people.
Sean. I'm pretty sure you can only use them on other people.
Okay.
But also,
Unless
I
that's
don't
part
think
of
it would
your
help the
class.
nat one.
I don't know.
Well, you know that their AC is ridiculously low now because it was low enough and slow decreased it by 2,
yeah.
but still probably not. But we're just going to call that one a miss
Okay. Well, then,
if you want to move back into the healing spirit.
yeah. Gonna do that.
So you just kind of go up there and you put a little fright into him. You bring up your 2-handed sword like you're about to make some massive damage happen, and you just like go right in front of his face, and he's just like frozen still. Like because he's slowed. His reaction only starts by the time you get back away from him, and he's just like, "Hello," and then he looks over to your direction. All right. So the one next to you, Zygon, that is not grappled, is going to take the opportunity to take what is the special action in this scenario and place his hand on your back. And that is all he does.
Ooh. Yo, also side note, I realized I cannot dodge as part of cunning action. I thought it was in there, but it is not.
Okay.
So I guess forget that disadvantage for the next time you attack
That's
me.
fine.
Also, they do get to save against slow at the end of their turns.
At the end of their turns.
Yeah.
That was this guy. Oh, that guy wasn't affected anyway, so it doesn't matter. Rebella.
Yeah.
All right. I will attack this guy.
Okay. A hit. This guy is looking pretty rough. He is bloodied.
All right. I'll try one more time.
Hey.
And another one.
Oh, I should be sharpshooting. They have 4. Oh my goodness, I'm an idiot.
Next time.
I'm like, wait a minute. They have no AC. I could just be smacking them for 10 more damage every time.
That was partially my intention with the slow, yes.
He's just getting struck by arrow after arrow, but they don't hurt as bad as they could. And he just looks at you. He says, "What could you be doing better today?"
40 damage better.
It is this guy who is grappling you, Greg. He is only using one hand to grapple you, and is going to attempt to make a single great club attack at you before trying to save. That is a 23 to hit for 16.
Yep, that'll hit. And we'll dodge. Uncanny dodge.
Yeah. And then a fail on the saving throw, so he is still slowed. Enoch, you're up.
All right. So Zygon's looking pretty rough. I will. Oh, I don't have the spell prepared. I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna stick with Toll the Dead here. I'll Toll the Dead against the one that had. This is the one that has Zygon grappled, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick with that one. We'll do Chill Touch.
Okay. That's
So I
a
rolled a
con
hit.
save then. That's rolled a hit.
No, I rolled a hit. So that is a
That's
21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
11 necrotic damage, and he can't gain hit points until the end of my next turn, until the start of my next turn.
Sounds good.
Start, yeah.
Are you going to change your bonus action command?
I'm gonna just specifically have my mom try to move one space up, just so that Greg has more options.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Gail's still gonna smack.
Speaking of, let's see that attack.
Let's do it. Slam. 14.
A rousing success.
8 bludgeoning damage.
The biggest one is just like, I heard the bigger they are, the bigger they fall, but this is ridiculous. It is its turn now. It's gonna retaliate against the same target. It is not gonna do much else. Oof, that is a nat 20.
Oh no.
It's gonna make it 33 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. Goodbye, Gail.
Not again.
Gale. It's just a great club swung overhead, slower than normal, but still fast enough, and it just crunches up Gale like an accordion as it reaches the ground.
I flinch, but I'm weirdly relieved that I don't have to look at her corpse anymore.
That's what you think.
That's what you think.
At least
you wait.
just for
You
a
will watch her
moment.
die hundreds of times.
This is like the eye of the storm for me,
This
And
is
then,
trauma therapy. This is exposure therapy. You're gonna get used to this.
Immersion therapy. Another failed saving throw on the slow,
Nice.
and it is Mom's turn.
Okay, she moves here, and it's gonna attack the one here, I guess. Well,
Okay.
no, I didn't specify that. It's gonna attack the main one. That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, okay. No.
That is a
It was
miss.
exciting for a second, but no. Okay.
It's just as Nizkar is swinging this axe down, he puts his whole body into it and is bending over and it just swipes over top. Misses. Zygon, you're back up.
Yes.
There is a hand on your back and you're grappled.
Zygon is gonna have an epiphany and remember that he has some cool cantrips. I'm gonna use Green Flame Blade.
Okay.
Which one of these two is looking worse, by the way?
Of the two, the top one, the one grappling you.
Okay. I'll direct my attack at the grappling guy, but if it works, Green Flame Blade will hit the other one as well.
All right.
So let's roll a hit.
That one never succeeded the slew save, so that hits.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I should have been using sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, so we get sneak attack damage for 28, and then green flame. I think I actually need to make a macro for Green Flame Blade, but it does 3d8 fire to this guy, and then I think it's 2d8 to the other guy. Let me see. At the 5th level, 1d8 to the fire, and the fire increases to 1d8 plus your ability modifier. All right, so so the second guy, the Panache guy, is gonna take 2d8 plus 4 plus
Plus
5.
your.
So this plus my charisma, so 18 fire damage, and
Okay.
then the main guy just takes 3d8, which will be 16 fire damage.
All right. So this guy grappling you is just like he's been hit, he's flaming, and it hurts a lot. And he's struggling, but he's definitely not letting go. He almost squeezes tighter. But the one below, who has his hand on your back, is going to make a concentration check, because that is how this is going to be ruled. Oh my goodness! And his hand breaks contact with you,
Ooh,
failing his concentration check. He rolled on that one.
yes.
Anything else on your turn?
I'm still grappled, right?
Correct.
Then no.
All right. Kinda. You're up.
All right, that's another 2d6. You can roll that if you'd like. Slow but steady wins the race.
Okay.
The guy is still slowed, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try. How is he looking?
The one,
This one.
he's looking rough. He's more than bloodied at this point.
I'm gonna walk up to him and try to hit him again.
All right. Hey. Oof.
That's so sad.
Every time.
He just stands there as you miss and laughs in your face. But it's slow and way after you've already gotten over it.
Yeah, you're all the way back. Like,
Wait a second. This guy is gonna reattempt to place his hand on your backside again, which is gonna work since you're grappled.
Yeah.
But that is his turn. Rebella.
All right, I'm gonna sharpshooter attack this guy.
Good idea.
Just doing a
So just
test.
-5 to that.
That is fine.
So 16 damage.
Boom, boom, boom. He's looking rough, but still okay. Still up.
All right, I'll sharpshooter again.
Let's see it.
23 to hit.
23 to hit will hit at
19
19.
damage.
Down he goes.
Nice.
At this point, the other two guys.
Wait, one sec.
Waiting.
How far? I move my healing spirit to Zygon with my bonus action.
Okay. It won't matter a large portion because at this point, with their leader gone, the other two guys are somewhat freaking out. They drop their weapons to the ground. They drop Zygon to the ground. Not enough to deal any damage, but it's still higher than 0 feet because they're tall. And they drop to their knees and they say, "I yield, I yield." Their hands up. And they one of them, the one who's panashed, I'll put this guy back for this purpose, points to Nizkar in the center and says, "Quick, steal their name."
What?
He points
he points to Nizkar, the bigger one.
and says to
And he's
steal.
he's talking to you guys, yeah. He says,
I
"Steal
want to
their
run
name."
up to him and do that.
What?
Can I run up to him and do whatever it is that they just... Can I run up to him and do that? They're talking to us?
Yes.
Do you know how to steal a name?
No.
I know how to steal a name.
I figured.
I.
Wait. Can I
I
make
stride up confidently,
an education?
and I put my hand on his forehead, and I say, "I steal your name."
I just give like a.
The panache one just also does the same thing, mirrors you. It's like, this guy is it's like looks at you, Zygon, just points it in.
You're all just embarrassed. I have 2 names now.
We're new to the area.
The panache one, what's his name in particular? His name is Shooter. Just says, "Look, I've been trying to steal your name, Saigon. It's pretty obvious, right? At this point, just put your hand on their back.
Yeah, I knew it
Take
from
care
the
of the
start.
rest."
Uh, I'll just confidently stroll up to this guy and put my hand on his back
All right.
and try with all my might to steal his name, or at least look like I am.
So after approximately 12 seconds, you suddenly notice a scroll in your hands. It appears to be a list of names, with yours at the top and about 300 others below under a heading labeled servants. Uh, Elrog, the other guy, explains some mechanics here.
Wait, did you say it had our name?
My name.
It had his name on the top, just saying like this is my true, this is the name I use, and these are the names that are in my control.
Got you.
So, for
Is
example, Nizkar will be on there under servants.
Okay.
So things you should know about name stealing. Name stealing requires you to place your hand on the victim's back for 12 seconds without breaking contact. This is ruled as concentration. This can be accomplished on an unconscious enemy or by having someone concentrate on hand placement on a grapple target. This can't be the grappler unless the grappler has a free hand or some sort of device to grapple with. After stealing a name, a scroll appears with all the names you've stolen in a list of unnamed servants under your command. You may only grant a name to an unnamed servant. Names must otherwise be acquired by stealing. The unnamed are restricted to the nameless district unless otherwise ordered by their name holders. And unnamed servants are compelled to obey the commands of their master by a strong charm similar to dominate person. This charm works on even charm immune creatures.
ooh,
I suppose I should actually have made a handout for that, which I will do now. Oh. Name stealing rules.
so I have
Save.
like 300 names I can bequeath.
So, yes, you can only bequeath a name to somebody
If they
who
don't
is
have
already
one.
under your control. Only if they're under your control.
Okay.
How are you gonna find them if they don't have a name? You just order them to come, I think.
More or less.
Also, Nizkar is dead. So how many names do you think are dead on this list?
Probably a lot.
Nizkar's not dead. Nizkar's unconscious. You can kill him if you want.
But that would be a waste of a good unnamed servant.
But we could also test if their name would stay or not. And then you have 299 possible other servants.
So, the other two, oh, God, I can always forget their name. Juder and Elrog bend their knees before you, with the stones on the bridge almost bending beneath their weight. They say, "I am now under your employ. Look at the scroll," and you can see that their names also appear on the scroll.
Hmm.
They say, "Now that the path is open, perhaps I can take you to where the names stay."
Where the names stay.
Those who are named stay.
Oh.
Ah. Yeah, I guess that would be good.
I have a
Take us
name.
there. Yeah.
I have mom pick up Gail.
Is anyone gonna try and move Nizkar? Nizkar is quite heavy and require more than one person to move while he is unconscious.
Let's see if I have anything useful.
Hmm. He would be pretty
Saiken has something
useful.
useful.
I do, huh?
The
Yeah.
2 people in your employ.
Yeah, that's also very true. What are their names again? I know I have the scroll.
Juder and Alrog.
Alright, Zuder, Elrog, carry this peasant for me.
They quickly oblige. They run over and get one arm under each of their shoulders, and they start dragging you around. They start leading you into the city. Let's
Hell yes.
go. Your newfound employees bring you through the gate down a series of bustling roadways. You would fear being lost if your destination wasn't so painfully obvious. You're clearly heading to the center of the city. A twisting spire acts as a landmark you can see from almost anywhere within the city limits and beyond. You arrive where there was once a prayer ground for the temple. You can see a ring of discolored spots around the base of the hostel. Elrog points these out as the ghosts of statues whose spirits haunt the city. You're pointed through some wooden doors into the spire. Do this. 1 second. I'm a fool, and I need to do something first. Ta-da!
Ooh.
Here is all you guys. I should make note that there will be some discrepancies between the actual maps and the descriptions. When in doubt, default to descriptions.
Okay.
But the overall shape of the maps should be accurate, for at least for combat purposes and whatnot.
Got it.
So the inside is quite luxurious. Elrog tells you this is called the hostel. There are luscious carpets beneath your feet, and the warmth of lamplight shines across your face. You see a desk manned by an elderly gnome who seems to be eyeing you up. Names, please, she says with a smile.
Road.
That's
No. Zygon. No
You know-
I'm
surname.
Marbella. Are you looking for a last name too, or do we just?
I don't have one.
Elrog shakes his head and she says, No. She means names, as he points to your scroll.
Oh. I'll show the scroll to the elf. Or the gnome.
Yeah. Do the rest of you not have scrolls?
Nah, no one gave us one.
Well, that shouldn't be an issue. As long as you have names, I can get you a scroll. Her hands begin to glow with a faint green light, and you can briefly feel a cold chill on your back. Before you have time to react, the sensation fades, and she reaches below the desk and pulls out 3 scrolls with steam coming off them. Fresh from the oven, she says with a wink. You can see that on them are the names Marbella, Enoch, and Kinda, with no servants underneath, but just your names. I will have. Can somebody roll a d6 and a d100 for me, please?
I got it.
Yeah, it looked like Sean was doing.
It's a D6.
Okay. All right. As she hands over the scrolls, she says, "All right, your room will be number 346. Enjoy your stay."
Okay.
I really hope it matters.
It does. Otherwise, how would you know which room to go to?
It's true. It's a good point.
Juder points towards the stairs on your left and says, "Regretfully, I have some matters to attend to on the first floor, but I'll meet you up at your room in a couple of minutes." And he brings Elrog and Nizkar with him.
All right. You better. Oh shit. I don't say that in character. I dropped my keyboard.
That's fine.
Off to see the room.
All right, everyone make a perception check, or whoever has the highest perception.
Definitely me.
I have 10. What do you have?
-1.
Okay. I also have the reliable skills, so technically that's a mod 20. Anything below a 10
yeah.
is treated
I think
as.
you can turn that on in your character sheet somehow.
I'll look into
There's
that.
some way, but it's not important. As long as you remember it, because I will probably not. You notice what sounds to be like a. So as you climb up the stairs, you hear what sounds to be like a pulley system and like clanking of chains on the walls to your right, on the other side of the stairs that you're walking up. You trudge your way up the stairs, that feel like they go on forever, but eventually make it to the third floor. The halls are just as lavish as the entrance. The thick fur carpets give your feet some much needed respite as you search for your room. You turn a corner and you see Elrog and the others eagerly outside a door marked 346. Let me copy paste you guys over.
Oh, they beat us here.
I wonder how that happened.
An elevator.
Oh, goodness gracious. 1 second. There's games afoot right now.
There's games afoot. It's okay. I know how to solve these games.
Wait, one
How
second.
do you solve these games? Everyone is off of the map.
Just literally I'm trying to think of how to put it. Like try to select, like as if you were trying to select multiple things, right? Like click and drag, and then you'll on the entire screen, and then whatever your token is that you control, you can grab.
Oh, I guess I could do. Can I do this? I can do this. Beautiful.
Oh, like off the screen, like not even
Yeah.
black.
No, not just in the black. They were totally off the screen.
That I couldn't help with. Mine just happened to be down here, and I was lucky.
Yeah. I got everyone's around. This guy is supposed to be tutor, but I haven't copy pasted in. There's an extra one for some reason, and there we go.
I was trying to figure out how to add the playing cards because games.
There are games afoot, but it's not those. Okay. Juder speaks up and he says, "Boy, I was beginning to wonder if you all got lost or something. Come in, you're gonna love your room.
Okay.
Also, you're gonna have to move over this way, Sean, as they are mostly blocking the path as you came from the left."
How'd you guys get here so fast?
Oh, we took the elevator.
Ah, I knew it. Damn it.
All right. Move aside. You're in our way.
We're not in the way. This one up here is your
Oh,
room. I'm sorry.
I retract that. All right.
Okay. Give me 1 second. So you're gonna open the door?
I opened the door.
Here, you open the door.
Cop-
As the door swings open, you're greeted by two things: a spacious room that would make any noble feel right at home, and a horde of orcs brandishing axe spears and devilish grins.
Oh shit!
Roll initiative once again.
What the hell?
Oops.
Oh,
Okay. You said a horde. I got really worried for a second.
Hello. Let me open.
I did not get rid of old initiatives.
Oh, wait a second.
I rolled the same number.
Did you?
26 again.
Okay. So I will delete one of you.
Let me know.
Marvella
You're good.
had rolled a 21 this time.
It shows right on my screen.
Well, there's two of you on my screen.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's a struggle.
And then Enoch is gone, and Gale and Mom are gone, so you can roll now.
Cool. And then I'm not gonna roll for Gale because Gale's gone. Presumably moved up at least a little bit, right? Crap, I forget which one is which. I think copy is Mom.
Sorry, I can tell you which one is which.
Get it together, Sean. You only
Oh.
have 3 friends.
Oh no, Mom.
You rolled for Mom.
Yep,
It's just a
I
zero.
guessed correctly.
Gotcha.
If I go like this, no. If I go like this, edit.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, okay. I can go like this, and now it changes there. And over here.
Descending. Boom. Zygon, you are up first.
All right. Well, let's see how far I can get. If it's 10, 15.
Just so we're clear, these wood things are the doors.
Yeah,
Because I had to make this map manually. They didn't have door things.
that's what I figured. Ooh, that is a bit of a sticky situation, but okay, here's what I'm gonna do actually. I'm gonna get right up in their business, and I am going to use what is the name of this ability? Radiant Consumption.
Okay.
So I unleash the divine energy within myself, causing a searing light to radiate from me, pour out of my eyes and mouth, and threaten to charm me. For 1 minute or until I end it as a bonus action, I'm like shedding light around me, which is whatever, but I also do radiant damage equal to half my level, rounded up to every creature within 10 feet of me, including myself. And then I
So it's just
also.
straight.
Hmm,
It's just straight damage, and there's no save or anything.
yeah.
Right.
So it's just gonna be straight 6 radiant damage to everybody within 10 feet of me, including me. And then in addition, I deal extra radiant damage to a target
On
that I
hit.
hit with a spell, yeah, or an
Yeah.
attack, equal to my level.
Does the 6 damage come on their turns or your turn?
Uh,
Presumably your turn.
it doesn't say. Oh no, yeah, at the end of each of my turns.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will take 6, and they will all take 6.
So you're ending your turn.
Yeah, I don't know what else I can really do.
That's fine.
So I don't think I could hide in this scenario.
It would just be a very high DC.
Yeah.
They would just see like radiant light coming from underneath a bed. Like, oh, I wonder where he went.
You have to blindfold them all first, and then you can hide. All right. Murbella, you are up.
I was gonna lightning arrow, but I can't now.
Damn it.
You still can.
Should have said something.
Well, I can. Greg will take 2d8 or half of 2d8.
I have evasion, so if I succeed on that save, then I take nothing.
All right, let's take the risk. Lightning arrow, baby.
Plus, I'm going down anyway. That's kind of the plan.
I hit this guy.
Which guy? This guy here?
This one here.
And that's going to be
So,
dex save or something?
so I make the ranged weapon attack
Okay.
as normal. If it hits, that target takes 48 lightning damage. And then
Yep.
regardless, everyone within a 10-foot radius of that person takes 2d8 lightning or half if they succeed on a dex save. That has to beat 14.
Gotcha.
All right.
So I will just make my attack as normal.
A hit.
All right, so instead of the
Hey.
10, it's going to be 48. All right, so that guy's going to take 22.
He'll take 22.
And then everyone within 10 feet
That's everyone.
will make a save. If they succeed, they take half. If not, they'll take 11.
And I succeed. You said 14, right? Was the DC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I succeed, so I take nothing because of evasion.
All right, nice. And that was only a bonus action, so I still have my next attack and the extra attack on my first turn. So,
They all failed.
woo!
Oh yeah.
So then I am going to attack the same guy again.
Okay.
14.
14 does not hit.
All right, and then this is my extra attack for the turn.
That
15.
does not hit either.
Yeah.
They have at least 16 AC.
What was I checking? Oops. 1 second. Roll 20 is being slow. That is the end of your turn?
I'm just going to step here because cover doesn't
Okay.
affect me.
Yeah.
And I also want to yell to Greg, you control the Cyclopses!
Oh yeah. Well, like, can I commit? How do I command them? Like, is it just like I can tell them to do stuff, or does it take like a
So,
bonus action, or?
what we said before is that you could just like call them to you. It's not actually totally accurate. You have to either deliver a message that is somehow signified to be definitely by you, or they can be within earshot and hear you. You can take your action as a free action, but you can't just say, all y'all do this. You have to command each one.
All right.
You
What-
can.
What if I do want all of them to just run in and attack, though?
Then I'm gonna say it will treat it as like a legendary action type thing,
Okay.
where you can take one. You can command one as a free action at the end of each year somebody's turns.
Okay. At the end of Danny's turn, I say, Juder, attack that guy.
All right.
Point to that guy.
Juder is.
So is it one per? Because I'm just gonna be like, Elrog, attack that guy.
Yeah, more or less.
And then what was the guy's name? Nar or something?
Niskar. Niskar's unconscious as shit right now. Though.
Okay. So yeah, Juder and Elrog attack
Alright.
this one.
One more time. Which one did you want them to attack?
The one that Danny weakened. This guy.
This guy. All right. It is Juder's turn next, so he's going to run up and attack. That will be a miss and a nat 20 on the second attack
Oof.
for 37 damage. This guy is looking very rough. He's on his last legs. Wait.
Nice.
He's rough, but he's not on his last legs. I miscalculated. Kinda, you're up.
I'll be right.
I guess I'm going to walk into the room, I guess. Is that like in the room? Am I in it now?
Yeah, same.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna I don't know. I'm gonna use Blade Ward again.
Okay.
Yep.
Do that. It is the severely damaged one's turn. He is going to make a battle cry. Each creature at the of the war chief's choice that is within 30 feet of it can hear it and is not already affected by battle cry. Gain advantage on attack rolls until the start of the war chief's next turn, and can then make one attack as a bonus action. So he'll make a great axe attack on Elrog, which is a hit, dealing 23 slashing. Enoch, you're up.
I think my best bet is to go for slow again. I was looking through my spells, what else I can, but I think just action economy wise, it's too good here. So I'm gonna go for slow again.
All right.
So it's gonna be
Wisdom
all
save.
4 of them. They all
Yep.
make wisdom saves.
Against a
17.
okay. Fail and all fails.
Oh goodness. And then I'll go in the room and then come over this way, and I will
Okay.
tell Mom to. She goes last anyway, so yeah, so just to come in and start hitting people.
All right. Moving on, you got this guy. This guy can only make one attack, but he has advantage. And is going to great axe attack our dear friend Elrog, who is just, for some reason, put himself in the fray of the battle, dealing another 23 damage, knocking Elrog down to 0.
He's in my domain now, Greg.
Oh, not 220. 0. Boom.
Is Elrog
Hey.
dead or is he unconscious?
I'm gonna assume these guys are attacking with the intent
Okay,
to
word.
kill.
Word.
Yeah. Whereas
No, very
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
This guy has advantage. Is gonna attack Greg with 1 attack. An 11.
No.
That is with advantage. He just swings and misses, and to add insult to injury, while you duck underneath his swing across, it just chops Elrog's head off.
Oh God.
He's in my domain now.
It is Elrog's not actual turn because he's dead, and we're over to. Oh wait, no, it would be the other guy's turn in that scenario because I just misplaced their names. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. He can just take over Elrog's space now. And he's going to attack that guy. With 2 attacks. With 2 misses. So he just ran in so distraught by the death of his close friend and comrade. He just can barely stand to pick up his great club.
You're getting to me as a player, but Zygon does not care.
All right, and then we have finally the last orc. It's gonna make attack against you, Zygon. At advantage is still a 14.
That's not gonna do it. Medium
It's not
armor.
gonna do it. Moving on.
I only
Whose card
took
does it go
a
to?
chain shirt, by the way. I
Okay.
figured since you were being nice and let me take medium armor, I wasn't gonna take breastplate.
It is Mom's turn. She's
Mom. So yeah, everybody hears a thud as she just drops Gale to the ground and pitches in 5, 10. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's unfortunate. I mean, it doesn't actually matter. But so 5, 10, 15. Cannot get into the room, unfortunately. So
That is rough.
All
right.
here.
All right.
Zygon.
I'm going to use Green Flame Blade again and attack this dude.
Okay.
So let's make the rapier attack first. It's a 22.
That is a hit.
Sneak attack. So it was 9 from the rapier, 23 from sneak attack.
And green flame.
Yeah, and Green Flame is going to do 8 fire damage to that guy, and then bounce and do 15 to this guy. Also, there's an extra 12 radiant damage from my ability being up right now.
12?
Yes,
Oh, right.
it's equal to my level when I hit, and it's half my
Yeah.
level in AoE. And then I will end my turn dealing 6 radiant damage to everybody within 10 feet, which includes me.
Who was the one that the green flame blade went to? The one who's already attacked?
The one who's really weak right here.
Yeah. They are both looking very weak right now.
Juder also takes 6 radiant damage.
This is true.
And
The one that you hit head on just now is like literally falling apart, as well as the other guy that the green flame blade went to.
Yeah, and actually,
They
what?
are-
I will bonus action disengage just so I can move here instead.
Oh, okay. How? Also, I should notice that Juder is also rough. Murbella, your turn.
Okay, wait. Question. Ignore that. I meant to
Fine.
send the. All the information work. Don't let me send the information.
Switch
For what,
under
Marcus?
click on like the cogwheel, and then you want to switch from attack to spell. It's one of the settings.
Yeah. What's the question? I know the spell.
Well, I was reading Hunter's Mark, and it says each weapon attack. It says, until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack.
Yeah, I
Gotcha.
think
Maybe I'm.
Hunter's Mark is every weapon attack, but then
I think
your
so,
other
you're right.
ability is
Yeah.
only once per turn.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, I'm gonna mark this guy.
Okay.
And then I am gonna shoot at him. 22 to hit.
A beautiful hit. He goes down without the Slayers, without the Hunter's Mark.
Okay. And do I need the bonus action?
Yes. So you'll have to wait till next turn to bonus action.
Okay, but I can do it next turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then I'll just go for the guy next to him.
All right. Roll the
Wait,
hit.
actually, Greg, which one were you hitting?
It was that one.
It was that one?
I
Okay,
hit
This guy over here is really rough.
Okay, I'll shoot at him next. You know what? Let's get risky. I'm gonna go for the sharpshooter.
You got it.
That'll work.
Ooh!
Only because of slow.
Well, God bless. 23 damage.
He
Necromancer
goes
OP.
down as well. Oh, wrong button.
More and more minions.
So
I'm
those
just gonna
back two are
move
down?
him over to here. Those both down. I just moved him over to a different
Okay.
room.
And that's all.
Shooter. Shooter will just attack the closest one, I presume. Ooh. Great club. 2 hits for 41 bludgeoning, which takes him down to in dangerous territory as well. Kinda. You're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move here. And so is that
Panic, please.
where's that one at?
This one,
Yeah. Like
he's been hit twice by Greg's 6 damage per round.
Okay.
So that's it.
I'm gonna attempt to use Dissonant Whispers on that one.
Okay.
So, do I roll or does it roll for me if I click it?
Let's find out.
Okay.
Yeah, click it and find out.
Click the spell. Woo.
Wisdom save. What's your DC for wisdom save?
15.
15.
It succeeds.
Yeah, I figured.
That was weird.
So
It
it'll
like
take
took a
5.
second to show up.
Anything as bonus action?
No.
Okay. Enoch.
Alrighty. I don't think I have anything incredibly special. I'll attack this guy with Chill Touch.
Whoa.
Why is my auto damage not on? But 25, I'm gonna assume.
Yeah.
17 necrotic damage.
17 necrotic will do good damage.
Nice. Let me.
Quick question. Where is this spell thing? I don't know if I'm being an idiot.
I'm changing one. Never whisper. Auto roll down and crit. There we go. Okay, so under the spell, so I'm looking at mine. Chill Touch right now. There's there's spell. If you see spell casting ability and then innate, and then underneath there's output.
Is this for the spell or in the normal?
Under the spell.
So wait, it's under.
You're looking for where it says output.
I just fixed it for you.
Oh, okay, I see it then. All right, cool. Thank you.
Yep. I was messing with that when Jess couldn't get Healing Word to show up, and it keeps resetting for her, but at least now I know how to fix it.
I don't even know how that
Acrobatics.
happened. I did not press acrobatics. I don't understand.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Enoch?
Yeah.
All right. We've got a guy on the right. Will attack Judah. 23 to hit, and 11 damage will knock him down as well.
No.
Yeah.
And a failed wisdom save. Other guy's turn is going to attack Zygon. Pow. With an 11 to hit. That will not do so well. And another failed wisdom save. So we got 2 slow bros. Not doing too much. Mom is up.
Okay, now she goes. Whoops. Select 5. So I think she can get there, and she'll go. Whatever, that doesn't matter. Slam.
Slam.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. 6 bludgeoning.
2. 1 second. There we go.
The little damage buff that I get to add my spellcasting modifier
Oh,
to,
dang.
to damage. It's
Minimum 6 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zygon, you're up. You got 2 guys left.
All
Oh,
right.
maybe it's proficiency. Whatever.
I will booming blade the guy right in front of me.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Does that double booming blade damage as well?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think it's all dice rolls, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So, but wait, also the damage for him moving or no? Because that's after.
That's up to Gwen. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough call.
I would say no.
Yeah. Okay. So we get sneak attack as well. So 28 sneak attack damage, 19 piercing from the rapier, 12 radiant.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
He was gone a long time ago.
Yeah. We'll just forget about the booming blade. I will bonus action disable my radiant ability. And
Okay.
I will move to engage this guy over here. Let me spin myself around. There we go.
Beautiful.
By the way, can you guys actively see me spin it, or do you just see when I stop it? Like, do you see it moving?
Just when you stop.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Damn. That joke will be for just me.
And the
Right.
stream.
Yeah, I get the stream
Hunter's
can see
mark
it.
moved.
Hunter's mark moved.
Attack. 28 to hit.
20 to hit. Fine.
So that's 13 damage.
13. He's still up, but looking real weak.
Alright, I'll just attack again then. The 3D dice make that so painful.
Yeah.
You just see the 19 and the 1, and you're just like, I hope it's the 19.
Greg, you're standing right in the path of fire.
Yeah, that's fair.
This isn't going to have a huge effect on anything, but just take the 10 piercing.
Ah. Dude,
If only there was another enemy. If I miss an attack, I can redirect it.
I just take it in the shoulder, just look at Marvel like, wow.
All right, bring us home, kinda.
It's funny.
You only have to hit 1 attack this entire game.
I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not ecstasy. You are ecstasy. I'm sorry.
All right.
I can make that from.
Enoch,
All right, it's gonna be a chill touch from me.
go for it. Miraculously, he goes down. What is chill touch like? How does your chill touch look like?
So a spectral hand comes up behind them and literally taps them on the shoulder. They spin around, and then it just sucks the life force out of them.
Very nice. We should. I think this is probably a good time to take a break.
Yeah.
Jess being gone. Let's say come back at 8. What do we normally do? 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 8:23 or
We'll just leave
22.
8:25.
8:25. All
Okay.
right.
All right.
Be
Time for you
right
to see
back.
how many courses Where's my long Zeus?
I
We're
convinced the people in
going
IOP
live
to give me a Rubik's Cube instead of a fidget spinner.
in 5. Fuck it. Hey, we're back.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome
How's life?
back.
We're back and everything is hunky dory. Don't you guys worry about it. Let's
We've got 3 new
go.
corpses and an exposition device in the room, just standing there on the brink of death, but willing to have a casual conversation with the rest of you. His name is Hokaros, which is not super important, but that is his name. He's gonna start spouting some stuff.
I'm ready.
Erlog told us, Elrog? I've been going back and forth. Erlog told us how easily you handled the Cyclops Sentinel. It's been so long since we've had such promising festival candidates enter Ogrelon.
Festival?
We thought, you'll find out. We thought the Crater would be pleased enough with you as tribute to give us servants as our own. The festival happens every year.
Interesting.
The most talented nameless are put up for auction for the nobility of Faerun to take as servants for life. You see, the only place you can steal a name is in the city. So if you lose your name to a noble and they keep you from returning to Ogrelon, you have no way of breaking free from the servitude.
Well, that's certainly where my father's going to be.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not exactly following. Why did you attack us?
well, as I said before, we thought that Crater would be pleased enough with you guys as tribute to give us servants as our own. We wanted to offer you
Oh,
to him
so you wanted to
as
take our names.
exactly.
That didn't go so great for you.
I mean,
You skin tag with eyes.
We'll murder you.
there's no need to name call.
We'll name steal.
Hey-o. But yeah, no. What brings you to the city? Wealth, power.
My
influence?
father has been stolen from me.
We had hopes of finding Enoch Sr.
Enoch Senior.
No, he pronounced
The-
it Enoch.
En-
Enoch, yeah.
Enoch the eunuch? I don't know. It was a dumb joke. It
Well,
was a
but
word.
he's
All right,
my father.
pause the
Right
stream.
there.
We're gonna
So-
unpack that.
I'll be honest. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Well, it
But,
should.
Well, he
But
may
the,
not have been named when you met him.
Enoch, is there any other
What did you
distinctive features, maybe, of your father?
say? Well, he looks a lot like me. Actually, I don't know. I haven't seen him since I was about 4.
He looks like a
he looks
man.
like a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
God.
if you're looking for this Enoch fellow, you could probably his name's floating around in the city somewhere, either attached to him or attached to someone else.
Is there any way to know who has names, or is it just up entirely to their discretion? Like the person who owns the names.
It's up to their discretion. The only way to know for sure is to steal their names and collect all the names that they have as servants and their own name. The people who have the most names and are basically in control of the city are the 5 lords, Baron's 5 lords specifically. They control the most names apart from the Baron.
So there's
And what are their names?
Well, the 5 lords are Crater, our former lord, Alos, the Time Lord, Juros, the Rogue Lord, Ergon, the Hermit Lord, and Krulith, the Elder Lord. They have special names though. They're granted directly by the Baron. Even without their names, if their names are stolen, they cannot betray the Baron or the other lords.
What were those names?
Yeah, you're gonna have to give them to me.
I'm
again.
putting them in.
Perfect.
Okay, God bless.
Dude, does the Rogue Lord speak thieves can't?
Presumably. What
Wait.
thief can't speak thieves can't?
Thieves
Heyo.
can't.
Does
Um,
Crater also have a theme?
Yes, the crater is also known as the Death Lord.
Oh shit!
I was
Not
hoping.
for long. Not for long.
Oh, was Crater the former?
Their former lord, yeah.
So he was the former Baron, or was he the former Lord of the Order?
No. He's the former lord of Hokaros, the guy who's giving you.
Okay.
I gotta fuck this guy up.
Well, almost anyone can tell you where Crater and Alos are, but the other ones are a little more elusive.
Great. Enoch, this sounds like a big task. You sure you're up to it? We gotta take down an oligarchy.
Are you questioning me?
I am just asking a question. I
Are
guess
you
so.
questioning my capabilities?
No.
Look at my goddamn army.
Hokaros.
Finish the spell and they like start rising.
I am I am quite aware of your abilities, Enoch, but I'm just asking you.
You don't even know what spells you have.
Hokaros puts his hand up. It's just like, hold on. It's not an oligarchy. It is a monarchy with layers of people who have more layers underneath them. It forms like a
It's
inverted upside down triangle.
an upside down triangle.
But the
So-
the true ruler, is the Baron.
Okay, wait. So does
That
like
must be my
the
father.
does the Baron have like names, and then those names have names?
Exactly.
Okay.
So the Baron has the names of the five lords, but the five lords have the names of pretty much everyone else in the city.
Okay, got you.
Hmm.
So are these five lords like commendable opponents in and of themselves, or do they just have a lot of money?
Oh, they're very powerful. In fact, they're each certainly strong enough to pose a threat to you alone. I was just looking for the exact wording I had there, which was cherry picked from a large paragraph.
Well, actually, I would probably wanna, as much as I'm talking shit about Crater, Crater might be lower on my list, specifically because I would probably want to prepare some different spells that don't all do necrotic damage.
Well, I mean, you are at a hotel.
Yeah, I was assuming this is a rest
That's
point.
true. Yeah.
Just one last thing that you guys should probably know. This is about the Baron. The Baron holds the names of the five lords, and as such has indirect control over nearly all the city. But they only make an appearance once a year during the festival, and it would be foolish to attempt to steal their names as they have the five lords backing them. The festival happens in about a week.
So, we over the next week we try to. Well, how do we expect the Baron to respond if we were to say, I don't know, murder one of these five lords, just hypothetically?
Really
And then I like
small.
wink, like.
So the idea is likely the Baron would be impressed, even if angry. Either way, it would be likely that the Baron would choose, when they appear at the festival, they would choose to attempt to steal your name so they could auction you off as the Baron. Basically controls this town, and this town export is powerful adventurers.
Powerful
who have no
adventurers,
names.
exactly. Well, luckily the rest of you have nothing to worry about. I'm gonna have to be careful.
Enoch, you don't think maybe we're getting in a little over our heads here? I mean, how sure are you that your dad is in this town?
Mom,
Now that you mention it, the name Enoch rings a bell.
No.
I feel like I heard him just not 30 minutes ago.
Don't start. Don't encourage him.
He looks really a lot like this guy.
My mom's corpse like wanders over to you all zombie like and just stares at you.
And
Would
the
this
zombies
face lie?
talk.
Would she lie? Would she lie to me? Would she lie to you? Would I lie to you?
I don't know. I've never met your actual mother.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, forget it. I'm sorry. All right. Well,
So zombies cannot talk.
I
Can't
don't
let's
believe so.
look at the stat block.
I would hope that they're not in there.
No, it
Otherwise,
says
I'd be a little bit more mad about Gale.
Understands.
the
Yeah.
language, but can't speak. So yeah, so she just like like
What's what's that, Mrs. Ishtar? This is a bit of a gambit. We're all probably gonna die. I
Tim
agree.
Allen?
chill touch.
Don't
kidding.
Oh god. All right. Well,
All right, what's our game plan then?
I guess we have to pick a lord and try and track them down.
Well, Crater and Alos
Aloes, yeah.
are the two that are easy to find.
Alos would be my pick of the two, just and maybe we get more information and go after someone else first, or if not, then it is what it is. But I'm just as Sean, I'm gonna say, I bet the Death Lord is gonna do pretty well against necrotic damage, which is well, I'm not doing too bad. I've got lightning bolt. I've got
I also, though,
chain lightning.
say there's a possibility that he's weak to radiance if he's a Death Lord, right? And I already expended my big radiant move. So maybe it's best we take a long rest before going after him.
Well, at the very least, I think we probably need a short rest because you look fucked up, kid.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's my burden to bear.
And we don't have like any healing, do we?
I have
Wait, I
healing
do.
hands.
Oh, well,
No, I
yeah,
have
Got healing
healing.
spirit.
I have
you guys
I have healing spirit. I have cure wounds. I have good berries.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Don't
Danny, are you aware of the good berry thing where before you take like a long rest, you just use all your spell slots to make good berries?
Oh no, but I'll do that if I show.
Because if you're going to recover them anyway, good berries last for 24 hours.
Yeah, but you cannot cast good berry at a higher level.
No.
So I'll have 30.
Or I think you can. You just don't get
There's
an
no
additional
effect.
benefit.
There's just no
Yeah.
additional benefit.
Oh, okay, got you. That's great. I'll have 70.
All right. Well, are we taking a quick?
Are we taking a short rest or a long rest?
I would be fine. I mean, I haven't gotten hit, so I'm fine with a short rest. But it's up to you guys.
Yeah, I am honestly in a great position to do either, so I don't want to make the call.
I could just use a bunch of hit dice.
And Jess, you haven't really have you cast any leveled spells?
I've cast 2 spells.
So we're doing pretty okay. My vote would be short rest.
Yeah. I'll just
All right.
roll.
Let's take a quick nap, and I direct all my zombies to the different beds.
Well, we only have 4.
There are 4 beds.
Yeah.
Can they just sit?
They get the beds. You guys gotta sleep on the
I
ground.
sprint to this bed.
Yeah, I'm flopping down. No, I got beat.
All right.
Nice.
I get
At this
back.
point, I'm used to this, and I'm just gonna take a seat on the floor.
I get back 6 levels of spell slots. I just cast. So I could do. Oh, I'll just do 2, 3 third level spell slots, and then I'm good to go. We just let Hakaros just bleed out on the floor. Like,
Yeah, Hakaros is gone for.
I will do absolutely nothing,
Sounds good.
for nothing can be done.
I'm gonna do a quick move over here.
oh.
Before Hakaros bleeds out, He how do I do this? He gives you some information about Alice's Tower and Crater's Keep, the two locations. Oh, and also this is clear to you that this is the hostel.
You said there's a district for just like the nameless, right?
Yeah, it would be the Nameless District.
Hey.
Oh, and bam, the entrance is right below that. So you would have seen the Nameless District on your way in.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
The hostel was honestly quite hostile.
Hey.
Alright, so are we going for Alos the Time Lord first?
That's my vote. If everybody's okay with that.
Wait, did you say, Gwen, that we'd get some information on Alice's Tower?
Just the location. Just the
Oh,
location.
okay.
This is a cool map.
Bless.
This was
Thank you.
partially handmade.
Oh.
Which part?
The part where there are like individual squares and I put them together.
I thought you
The
were going to
water
say
texture.
the text.
Oh no, I also the
just,
text
just
clearly.
this part and this part.
I know.
Gwen
It's
did
like
all of this texture.
it's like puzzle pieces that you just combine.
All this. It was hand drawn.
I believe it.
Here, I'll help.
Oh, I was gonna say I could not see it because your color is so weak.
I'll help you. Don't worry. I'll give you
Oh,
more.
and I can't even just do the remove all whatever because I have stuff here that's important.
There they are. They're gone.
It's fine.
I mean,
I've learned to delete everything I draw, for I will be condemned otherwise.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of my stick figure.
All right. Well, maybe we head over to the Nameless District first, and maybe we can find some Nameless that are indentured to Alos, and maybe get information from them about what we're dealing with.
That's not a bad idea.
Because it sounds like when the Nameless aren't actively doing something for them, they're pretty openly opposed. Hence why we were just betrayed by our supposed. Well, sort of like, you know what I mean. So maybe that they would be quite willing to give us information.
Okay. Is that a plan for the whole group?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I like it.
that sounds like a good idea.
I've got plenty of questions to ask these people.
Question number 1. Where is Enoch?
Let me just paste you guys. I'm gonna put you over there. I think that's everything.
Let's count the zombie arms.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of zombies. It's one. Yeah, it's 5 zombies. We got it.
Boom.
Yeah. So you pass through a dilapidated array of houses. Rubble and dirt every which way you look. Houses falling apart. A terrible stench in the air. A massive crowd, all looking at you with a mix of fear, hope, and envy. A stout red-haired dwarf wearing tattered rags approaches you. You best be careful out here. You are most of these poor souls' only chance of regaining a name.
You think anybody that has already lost their name here could threaten us at all?
I mean, there's strength in numbers.
Exactly, and I motioned army.
So if they get our name, they have. So it just shifts, and then they can take our name and then not be.
So if they don't have a name and you do have a name, and they steal your name, then you don't have a name and they have your name, and they just keep your name as if it's theirs.
And we go under them, or do we go under the people they're under?
Both. So basically, the way it works is that the people can issue commands to their servants, but then their servants, they can just issue a command to their servants to say, "Hey, tell your servants to do this," right?
Okay, so if you get a name, anything they tell you, you can just be like, "Hey, You, under me, do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the bottom of it all, there's just one guy that has to do everything.
His name is Mark, and his life is hard.
Well, technically, the person with the hardest life has no name. So
All right, I realized
His name
his
was
name used
Mark.
to be Mark.
his
Yeah.
name was once Mark, and his life is hard.
It was hard enough when everyone had to call him Mark all the time.
Honestly,
that
he
is his
is.
only respite in life.
Honestly,
Is the one
he
called
he
Mark.
has an advantage over all the other nameless in that he is a Mark.
Yeah,
So in
yeah.
some ways, he kept his name.
He has an identity.
So,
So-
Mark, tell me, what's this? Did this dwarf have a name?
no, this is the nameless district.
You're a fool.
Well,
That's all you are.
tell me, friend.
Yeah.
We're here in search of some information. If we're to heed your warning and get out of here, we're gonna have to get it quickly. Do you know of Alos, the Time Lord?
Oh yeah. You're lucky you came to me. I was one of the first people in here to this town, one of the original settlers. Uh, Not that I came from the noble family or whatever, but I've been here longer than most. I'm finding a thing. Alos, most of the lords, keep to themselves, and there's not a lot of information you have on them. But one thing I can tell you about Alos is that he is fascinated by cause and effect, and is quite adept at deciphering magic as a result. Uh, he spends his time exploring how others experience the world and is known to quiz or test his guests rigorously.
Oh, here we go.
Can we just join this guy's team?
We found
I don't want to fight against him anymore. He sounds like my kind of guy.
we found the puzzle boss, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't want to fight anymore. I want to be friends.
You can be friends.
I just want to sit down with him and talk about cause and effect for eternity.
I can
So,
make you live for eternity.
He sounds a lot like the tyrant.
so if we were to visit Alos, there'd be no way for us to get at him without going through some of these little tests of his.
Yeah, you must start at the bottom of the tower and work your way up. He points towards where the tower is, and you can see from a distance the tower is. It's like a series of discs stacked on top of each other with gaps in between, like discrete floors. I'm just showing you this picture.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Oh boy. All right. Well, thank you for
That
your
was a
help.
handmade picture.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. I do have a separate question.
Mhm.
Why don't you have a name?
Well,
I'm assuming it was stolen.
yeah, I wasn't always the strongest, and basically, if you spend any amount of time here and you're not one of the five lords of the Baron, you're going to lose a name.
Well, when did you become the strongest?
No, I was never the strongest.
It was a joke because you said I wasn't always the strongest.
But basically, I gave up on getting a name long ago. After living my years in destitution, my body is frail and my will is weak. It's about all I can do to fill my belly. Even my master sees no use in me. So
If I were to give you a name, would you be freed and able to leave this place?
No, you idiot.
I don't understand the rules.
Well, you would have to have him on your list, and then you could give him.
So I need
Exactly.
his actual name to. I can't just.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once you
Leave
have
the
someone,
thinking
you can
to
give them a name and send them on their
Okay.
way.
Got it.
Yeah, and
But
you don't have to give
them, you
them.
can't.
You don't have to give them their original name, but you can only give somebody a name if they are one of your servants.
So could I give him a name off my list?
No, because he's
No,
not
You
your
can
guy.
try.
not one of your servants. Well, yeah, you could try.
Well, no,
you
yeah.
can't marry it.
You can try and it fails.
Oh yeah.
He is not one of
Who is your master?
my master. Is actually the Baron outright.
Oh shit!
Well, then it seems I can't help you at the moment. But I'll remember this debt that I have to you.
I promise. There's no debt necessary, but if you were to somehow retrieve my name, I would be forever grateful.
We'll get you a name.
Well,
Question.
I believe in repaying debts. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. And I just shoot a look at Enoch.
Do not even notice.
He's already like in motion.
Question. Have you seen an incredibly tall and handsome hobgoblin around here?
I'm looking at one. Wink. But also no. None in recent memory, anyway.
I write down that they're all liars.
All right. Well, I think we've got what we've came here for. I appreciate your time.
Of course. Time is all I have left.
Whew. All right, Mr. Darkside.
I can't shoot changing direction lasers.
Hey,
Um,
who do you think I am? The fiercest enemy of the Justice League? Come to bring Armageddon? Come on.
all right. Well, God bless you, sir.
You guys take care.
You as well.
Maybe I'll see you around.
You will.
Plot twist, he's the boss.
He is the Baron.
All right. So, do we just want to try and enter this tower and get through these tests? I mean,
Absolutely.
tasks.
Seems like an interesting place to start.
I'm very excited to see how you all do with these tests.
Why is that? I hesitate to ask.
Enoch, do you not think you can figure it
The
out?
tests are going to be no problem for me.
No, okay.
Of course.
But I'm not gonna. It would be no fun to share my answers with all of you.
All right, we'll have you write them down first.
You have to.
No, whose side are you on?
and then we'll work, and then when we get to your answer, then we'll give the answer.
Oh, I mean, come on, Gail, get my back here. All right, I guess we're heading over to the Time Lord's
Go
tower.
to the tower. So, the tower is one of the larger structures in town. It appears to be a series of metallic discs stacked one on top of the other, with gaps of nothingness in between. From the outside, you can see no ladders, stairs, or any sort of other way to traverse between them. Luckily, the bottom disc is floating mere inches above the ground, with an unnecessary staircase leading to its entrance. The entrance itself has no door, but rather just an open archway, with an inscription above that reads, "The past has many possibilities."
Oh. Wait, so one more time?
Archway. There is you can reach the ground floor, and there is an entrance. Above the entrance, an inscription reads, "The past has many possibilities."
Pseudo-intellectual nonsense, and I walk in.
As you pass through the archway, you enter a circular room, 50 foot in diameter. It contains only a small lectern in the center, with a dusty book placed upon it. After wiping some dust from the leather cover of the book, the title reads, "Exam Sign-Up Sheet." Opening the book reveals it as some sort of ledger with many names written in it. Notably, the first name written is the Baron, with no date written next to it.
I sign my name.
I signed mine.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know if it's a page out of the book.
What you say?
Signing it, nothing. I guess I'm signing it.
Well, they can't steal it through a ledger, right? Like they have to place their hands on us. Right?
After writing your name, you're surrounded by a brilliant white light, and you find yourself in an eerily similar room. Wait, it gets better. This time, instead of a lectern in a book, there is a pedestal with a few items on it. The pedestal holds a single gold coin, what looks like a dragon chessboard, and a note that says, "Show me the path to wealth. Any path to poverty will be expensive for all." There's a handout associated with this.
Oh boy.
Show to players. And we will move you to that one.
A dragon chessboard.
It's like a dragon chessboard, except that it's not a checkered pattern. There are some black and some white tiles. And that yellow thing is a gold piece.
Hmm.
There are. Okay.
I see. But there's no clear starting point.
Or the starting point is the gold coin.
True. Well, I was just taking that as an endpoint of the. Who's drawing already?
So,
Oh,
I think it would probably be best to, if you're gonna draw stuff, use the arrows.
Yeah, I can just go like
It
this.
is your own prerogative. Oh, the outside part is not part of the dragon chessboard.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the
that
outer
is-
board, like
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
what is the button to like lock a arrow?
Q.
hit right click.
And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
the white blocks are just white blocks.
Yeah.
I like
Would you
the
like to interact?
kind of.
Yeah, show us what you've got.
Me, I would never go first when I have the distinguished Enoch with me.
This is a teacher-student relationship. I'm here to help you.
I very much disagree with that. Why don't you lead by example?
This reminded me of a situation where a comedian I like tutored people, but he didn't know anything, so he would just be like, they would ask him questions, he'd be like, "Well, let's look what the book says," and he did that for a year and a half, charging $100 per session.
I will
Okay,
interact
okay.
with it somehow. I don't know.
I have a question.
What's up?
Yeah.
This is probably completely pointless, but I really can't offer anything else. Can I make an investigation check or a perception check to see if there are any traps?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Okay, and then all right. I have +2 and advantage on investigation checks.
Okay.
Thank God.
So
Okay.
23.
Sorry,
You
baby.
find no traps.
Okay.
But in doing so, I'm gonna presume you're very thorough and you pick up the coin to like move it
No.
around.
No.
No hints, I guess.
Can I pick up the coin?
Yeah. If you place it down, you place it back down, but you kind of forgot which thing it started on. So you place it down on this one, and suddenly it becomes 2 gold coins.
Ah.
I see.
This is
If you move it back to the other one, will it be? See if it becomes 1 again.
It's 1 again.
Cool.
Okay, so it's the longest path possible.
that is a little bit tricky.
Okay, so wait, 1, 2.
No, I screw myself if I do that. This is tough.
Okay. What happens if I were to? Oh, well, okay, let me make it seen. If I were to like I go here, right,
2 coins.
and then go down here,
4 coins.
go here,
8 coins.
and then go back here.
It goes back to 2 coins.
If we're going for the longest possible path, it has to end right. Oh, I'm drawing it at an arrow. It has to go right here because there's no way to double back after you go in there. So theoretically, I was thinking you'd have to go around the map like I'm the green arrow, starting down here and looping around,
And then
filling,
go all the way
yeah,
around.
fill all these spaces, come through here, like, yeah, like all the way through until we get back down and through there.
I'll give you a puzzle earth hint. It may help to start from the end and work backwards.
Yeah, right. We can just go like.
Oh wait, you said the spaces outside don't count, right?
Correct, yeah.
Oh,
And I'm assuming we don't want to go with the black spaces.
Yeah, the black spaces just turn the coin to 0 coins if the coin reappears in the starting position.
Okay.
oh wait, the black spaces.
Can't be touched for the final solution.
Yeah. So we essentially have to weave through all the white spaces, hitting every single spot, starting from right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So let's pick
theoretically,
one. Probably just pick one person to draw.
whoever's drawing now can do it.
That was you.
No, someone had a blue arrow. That wasn't me.
This
I
one.
didn't see the blue arrow.
Sure, Danny, it's you. It doesn't matter. I was just saying so that we
Okay.
aren't like layering each on top of each other and
Yeah.
Okay, so through the white spaces, trying to hit every black space.
Yep.
N-
Trying to hit
trying to hit
every white
White
space
space.
without touching the black spaces.
yeah. So imagine the end result is an arrow that touches every white space once, only moves orthogonally, so no diagonals, and does not touch a black space. Like it can be next to a black space, but doesn't go through a black space or whatever.
Right. So that's our first move. I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
So the question is, do we want to go up? Honestly, I was going right first and it wasn't working out.
I think I'm misunderstanding. I think I'm not clicking
Okay,
what
so-
I'm supposed to do.
Imagine you can see this pink one, right?
Yes.
Imagine something like this, and you just keep going around, and you fill up everything.
So the goal is to fill up everything and hit all the white spaces?
Yes.
Okay.
And so then we've deduced obviously that the end point is going to be the bottom left corner because there's like no way to double, like there's only one path through, right? And it's going to be easier to
Wait,
work
yeah.
backwards. Right? So we're now instead of starting where the coin is, really mathematically what we're doing is starting from the end point and then going from there back to
Keep
the
talking, Sean. It's working.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You
Oh,
got it.
no, wait, I screwed up. Oh,
It's
so
fine.
close.
We understand. We understand.
Yeah, I go here and then here and then here and then through here.
Beautiful.
Got it.
The room is by this point overflowing with coins because of the way doubling works and
It's looking like the demon
the 2
grinder.
to the power of whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's absurd. And here it comes, Sean. Get ready. You are once again surrounded by a brilliant white light. And
Open
yet
your
again,
eyes.
a similar room to before. Pedestal, parchment, quill. There is no room for this one, so we're going to stay on that room. But I will give you the handout for what the thing says. The parchment reads, "Show me the path to true justice. A young noble is killed to death in his own room. There are only 2 suspects, his servant, an honest youth, which he often abused, and the noble's father, a cruel man given to frequent fits of rage. The youth has a strong reputation for honesty and a sweet disposition, but his only alibi is that he was asleep and alone during the night of the murder. The father is well known for his cruelty and temper, but another noble, a good friend of the father, vouches for his whereabouts. Who should be sent to the gallows to execute justice?"
You need to give me a second because I'm still stuck on the phrase killed to death. Sorry.
So wait. Who should be sent to the gallows to execute justice? You could send both of them.
I will say there is a line underneath
Justice.
with like space for you to write whoever to put in.
The path to true justice.
Well,
Hmm.
I don't know if this is like a trick.
well, it's
True
definitely a trick.
justice?
I don't know. I don't know if sending anybody to the gallows
Yeah.
is true justice. If you send them to the
Fucking idiot.
gallows, then whoever is friends with them is going to have hatred in them, right? And then they're going to seek vengeance, their own type of justice, but that's just going to create a whole vicious cycle of injustice.
But it's true justice. So the implication is, I would think, the moral standard. I think true justice is probably the person who did it. I don't think it's like a weaving of like who thinks justice is what.
I mean, yeah, well, here's the thing. Yeah, I don't know. That's hard. We have to figure out exactly what it means by true justice. Because in our justice system, we know who would go to the gallows.
Who, Greg? Who would go?
The
Imagine
father.
it's
The servant,
imagine it's
he has no
imagine it's
power.
our justice system. Imagine it's an ideal version of our justice system.
An ideal version of our justice system.
It's
So
whatever
the
true
answer is
justice.
neither, based on the information that we have.
I like neither or both as our answer.
Yeah, I don't like picking one.
Because
What's
The
the
thing
what's
is-
the justification for both?
well, the justification for both is that the justice is executed either way. So it is justice. The person's dying.
But
did
injustice is also executed either way.
But it doesn't but
That
it does
doesn't say
not
anything
say
about
anything about injustice.
Is injustice a
It's a shitty
like
game.
aspect of justice, right? Like, oh god,
No.
here we go, right? Like, or are they two separate concepts, Danny?
Me, the
I think they're
GM,
two
would
separate
argue that it is.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
unjust.
yeah.
A jump 2 that reaches halfway across the screen. That's what's
Well-
unjust.
That's
Gears
good.
for President 2020.
True justice, if we can't prove that either of them did it, then we can't send either of them to the gallows
I feel like that's probably it.
because there's reasonable doubt.
Yeah. I would say neither.
Only not Faerun had fingerprinting in fucking DNA.
They have magic. You could use the truth spell. Circle of
Zone
truth.
of truth, though.
Everybody knows if they read all 7 Dune books that telling the truth doesn't mean anything and that you can say the truth and lie.
That's fair. You get that from reading the second Dune book.
No, that's true. I think you get it from reading the first Dune book.
But then, I don't know, I overthink it. Who should be sent to the gallows to execute justice? It's not either. I mean, one interpretation could be that it's not a matter of who's getting executed, it's who's doing the execution. So, like, I don't know.
I would say that if that's what you take from it, it is poorly worded on my part.
Oh, okay.
It's not like who should be executing justice. It
Okay.
is.
I think
Okay.
the only way to decide this is to hold a trial. I call Gwen to the stand. What is the answer to the puzzle? May I remind you that you are under oath.
I will say under oath that you have said the answer to the puzzle multiple times. You just have to commit to it and write it down on the paper.
I would like to
I write
commit
down
to
neither.
neither.
Yeah, I think neither.
Yeah. It is in fact neither, being that there is not enough evidence to commit either of them to whatever.
I liked both, but I understand
You're
neither.
insane.
Danny's like, no one can complain
But
if they're
then on the
dead.
bottom of the page, I write down that justice is a foolish and naive concept.
I am King Solomon. Cut the baby in half.
Jesus.
All right.
Oof.
This time, the light transfers you to a slightly more unique room. There is the obligatory pedestal and parchment, but also 12 identical wooden doors, evenly spaced around the perimeter of the room. The parchment reads, show to everyone. Show me the path to decision. You have 9 minutes to choose a door to open. If you should choose the wrong door, you will be greatly punished. You may choose only one door, and there will be no hints given. I am starting an in real life timer right now.
Does
Oh.
this
Can you
mean like
reread that?
checking for traps doesn't
It's in your handouts under path to decision.
Oh, I only saw the picture. What was that, Jess?
Does that mean my alertness to traps and secret doors doesn't work?
It does not help you here.
Okay.
All right.
My vote is this one.
So
It's the path to decision.
Always left.
It's the path to decision. It's just a decision.
Yeah.
all right. Okay. So
My answer
there's-
was why is just that would be
because it looks like a clock,
not,
right?
yeah.
I think we have to make our first choice our choice. I really do think that.
I
think
walked
that's the
through
path
this
to
door.
decision. Thank you.
Sean chose. I mean, it's 9.
The door opens to reveal just a wall behind it.
I confidently
not-
stride into it.
But not to worry, the light encompasses you, and you are taken to a room with a pedestal, parchment, and 2 crystal statues of large turtles.
Was the puzzle just to make a decision?
Within the first 5 minutes. Otherwise, the party drops to like 1 HP.
Oh,
All right,
God.
word.
Show to players. The parchment in this room. So, as I said before, there's 2 crystal statues of turtles, and the parchment reads, "Show me the path to truth." You may ask one question, and then you must speak the name of that who speaks truthfully. The statue on the left speaks up as you get closer and says, "One of us always lies, and the other always tells the truth."
Isn't
I walk up to
God,
the
I think
turtle. I walk up to the turtle on the left,
Okay.
and I say, "Am I standing closer to you than the other turtle?"
Walk up to the turtle on the left, and you ask it,
Am-
"Are you
am-
standing close? Am I standing closer to you?"
Yeah.
Sorry, my brain is melting. There are so many easier ways to answer this question.
It's yes or no.
Am I standing closer to you? It says no. Yeah, it says no.
Is the other one? Is the one who speaks truthfully?
Nothing happens.
Oh God!
you're supposed to you're so dumb. You're actually so dumb.
What is okay, Mister?
You are allowed to ask one question, and we have to get the name of the one that speaks truthfully.
Oh,
We don't know their names.
I am dumb. I totally whiffed that.
You were so confident.
I go, wait, no, one question each.
Shoot.
Okay, one question each.
All right, Danny, you've got this. Bring us home.
I asked the one that speaks, not the one that Greg asked. What is your name?
My name is Enoch.
I found your dad. Let's wrap it up.
I get it. So if you ask what is your name, then the liar would probably tell you the other one's name, but the truth-telling one would tell you its name, and either way, it's the truth-telling.
Or the
one's
liar could just say any name.
Yeah. It's
name. That is true. Yeah.
Wait. The one that Greg asked lied, right?
Yeah. The one on the left lied.
Okay, so I asked the okay, Enoch. Okay.
Nothing happens.
How do you pronounce it though?
Can
Wait, nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
It's
Did I
pronounced.
misunderstand?
It's
I want
Enoch.
okay. I want to walk up to the one on the left and ask what the other turtle's name is.
Kelly.
His name is. Okay, Sean, it's your question now.
Yeah, wait.
No, my brain's melting. I'm sorry.
Wait,
It's
Joey, okay, go. Greg, which one did you ask originally?
I asked
The left.
I asked the left one if I was standing closer to him than the other turtle, and he said no.
He said no,
So he lied.
right? So,
But then Danny asked the one on the right what his name is, and when he spoke the name,
which one? Wait, oh no, this was just written. Wait, how did we find out that one speaks the truth and one lies?
I asked the liar if I was standing closer to him than the other
Yeah,
turtle.
but why do we know that one tells
No.
the truth and one lies?
No, the liar said that. It was the one on the left. No.
Very well done, Glenn.
We're all gonna die.
Thank you.
Now, okay, so wait, now we have to readjust.
Wait. Do any of us ever just speak truthfully?
Not me.
I will say.
The one that speaks truthfully. Okay, so I see where you're coming from.
Your
But
mom.
obviously it wasn't me because you said my name and it didn't work.
I'll say you figured it out.
Yeah.
And the appropriate answer would have been just you don't have to find a name. You could just say neither of them. Or
Neither
no
of
one.
them.
Yeah.
That was really good. Very well done, Gwen.
I was so proud of that one.
A good riff on a well-known puzzle.
I know.
You
Oh.
got me
That
with
was
one.
good. That was good.
Your vision fades to total darkness, and you feel yourself lifted once more. Suddenly, you're out in the open air, winds howling around you. Excuse me. You have reached the zenith of Alos's tower. Around you are books and papers rustling far less vigorously than the stiff gale would lead you to expect. A tall, lanky figure sits at a desk in the center. I was going to put you on the map. His eyes reach up to meet yours. Let me also put your guys' character sheets on there. Wow. Leaving so soon? Oh, wait, I mean, pleasure to make your acquaintance. Wait, can we wait for Danny to get back? I think he'd like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Danny's kind of stuff.
I was going to move some characters off of the books. I think it was just those ones.
I was tempted to just yell, "It's neither." Gotta remember.
I was worried that because it was such a well-known puzzle, that there would be no conceivable way that you got the preconceived notion out of your head. So I'm proud of you,
I have
Sean.
no idea what puzzle you're talking about.
It probably would have helped if I had read it. I was just
Yeah, originally I was like, okay, Greg knows it, he's going, and then you just were like,
no,
off
but yeah,
the rails.
in the original puzzle, I didn't read it's like say the name, like I just missed that
Yeah.
entirely. Because in the original, you just have to figure out who's the liar, and that's it. Just the original puzzle is like you come to like a fork in the road where there's two dudes, and both one of them always tells the truth and one of them lies, and you have to ask them one question to figure out which path is the correct one. Or sometimes they say as many questions as you want, but you have to eventually figure out.
Generally, the answer is what would the other statue say is the right path.
Yeah.
And then that
Okay.
it just solves it.
Yep.
Because either they tell the truth.
As soon as you involve the one, it's like multiplying by a negative, right?
Yeah.
As soon as you involve the liar, it always is going to be the opposite. You just have to make sure that both entities are involved,
And that the choice is a binary.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat what happened.
Thank you.
So you came up, his eyes reached up to meet yours. Oh, your 9 minutes are up. Choose the door.
Left.
And he says, "Leaving so soon? Oh wait, I mean, pleasure to make your acquaintance."
Danny. I'll just shout, "Where is he?"
Wait, are we at the top?
Yeah. That's strange. Yes, yes. If you seek my name. Ah, I did it again. I normally see quite well, actually.
Shit, fam. This dude's in full Paul Maudie mode. He's lost himself in time.
Oh no.
I mean, I just go up to him and I grab by the shoulders and I'm like, "Hold yourself together!" Like it starts. I grab his shoulders and I shake
Wait, does
him.
anything happen when he does that?
When he grabs him,
Uh-huh.
no. The guy just
I
looks
walk
at
up
him.
and put my hand on his back.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, that's gonna.
That was a good idea. That was a good idea. Oh, hey, wait. I'm right next to him now.
It was worth a try.
All right.
I like to think that I was in motion walking to stop you.
All right. And we're doing it we'll just use one initiative for the zombies for the sake of.
Danny, you should.
I messed up.
You're good. Well, we have successfully reversed the lineup.
What is up with my zombies and having ridiculously low initiative?
Where is?
Probably their negative
Oh,
dexterity,
there's Jess.
but it has been even lower than that. Should be.
Jess got a 20. Give roll 20 a second. And Marbella got 24.
Wait. Question.
Yeah.
So this says you learn to attack with such unexpected speed that you can miss into another strike once on each of your turns. When you miss with a weapon attack, you can make another weapon attack as part of the same action. Does that have to be versus a different person?
No.
I was gonna say no. Yeah.
I just assumed that. I realized because it was an arrow.
That is
It's
Archer gets that ability.
Yeah, exactly.
Ability. That was my favorite ability, and the first time Greg ran, and I was redirecting arrows to different spiders. That was a good time.
Okay. Marbella, you are up first.
All right. Let me just double check. Wow. Okay, and then I just roll it. Because I'm bad. Okay, yeah. So I am gonna cast Zephyr Strike now.
Okay.
Which will allow me to move without taking opportunity attacks. And I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I will make my first attack.
Okay.
28 to hit.
1 second. Things are being weird.
I accept the
that'll
Zephyr
hit.
Strike damage, so that'll be one more.
Okay. So 9.
And then I will shoot again.
All right.
18 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, so that's another 10.
And then you get another attack, right?
Oh, yeah, because it's my extra for this turn.
And another
Go
D8.
on. 23 to hit.
Another 6.
And
Plus
then
another
the
D8,
D8 to add. So that's 2 more.
Nice.
All right. 27 damage total.
All right.
That's a good chunk. Kinda. You're up.
I'm gonna move 5, 2, 3.
The name kinda has disoriented me more than a few times this session.
I
Because
mean,
it's like sorta.
Because you were like, that was a good chunk of damage. Kinda.
Kinda.
All right.
Yeah, I forget what it was earlier, but I said something about my character, and you were like, kinda, and I was like, excuse me? You gonna tell
trying
me
to
about my
step?
character?
You want to step?
I said kinda
I'm sorry.
but I just never corrected it because I don't care.
I
Kaya.
will do my best.
So it really, it got to the point where I was just gonna roll with it. So if someone asked me their name, I could say, "You can call me kind," but like,
You can call me kinda awesome.
um,
Oh my god. Pause the stream.
The tragedy with the name is you can't be really anything.
that was better.
That was gold.
Um,
You saved it.
Thanks.
I'm going to.
Oh wait, I can just.
Actually. I'm gonna. No, that's. I'm gonna. I guess. I don't understand. Okay, I'm gonna cast Eye Bite.
Okay.
Which I doubt is gonna work. Do I need to click on it? No. Okay. So he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
I am going to not do that.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, no, I should not do that before I do something else. You can see out of one of the piles of books, this streaming light come out, and it's similar to the effect of counterspell at the 8th level or whatever.
Wait, that's out of one of the books?
It's this. Can you see the orb that's up here?
Yeah.
Basically, so this orb was hidden in these books
Oh.
and activates upon certain conditions.
Interesting.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, Jess, but this is why
I
you prepared
already
it.
knew it was not gonna do anything. Bonus action. I'm gonna give Enoch a bardic inspiration.
All right.
Fun fact, iBite has never done anything.
Yeah.
We have
I
not had a
haven't
lot of
done
success. That's
anything,
true.
so
Enoch, you're up.
All right, I'm right next to him.
Please move. If you
This
move,
is
I
what-
can get to him.
If I move, you can get to him. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Um,
it takes me 25 feet to get right behind you. So,
You can move to him because you still have the diagonal.
but that's a table right there, isn't it? Can I
No,
walk through
wait,
that?
wait.
This is a table.
I was assuming
5,
I'd have
10,
to.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right.
I'm probably gonna move.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I don't have a super great touch spell. Let's just test how this potential counterspell thing works. I'm going to cast blindness deafness on him.
Gotcha.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I'm going to try to blind him.
He succeeds. There appears to be no counterspell. I will also say the orb that you can see is after it casted its counterspell.
Yeah.
The light kind of like dimmed from it. It appears as if it was a single use.
Okay. And then bonus action, I'm going to command my zombies to get him. And then I'm going to go, whoops, this way. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is fine. And that's my turn.
Okay. Moving on to Zygon.
I will move on up and do a little spin attack. Oh god, I stopped on a diagonal, but yeah, rapier attack. I guess I will booming blade him.
Okay.
So let's see if this hits. 17 to hit.
Shield does not hit.
Oh. All right. As a bonus action, I will do a muscle control spin kick. Nah, I don't think I can actually. Actually, you know, I should have done this first, but it's fine anyway. I will hex as a bonus action.
Okay.
Does that work?
And that's Hex is just is it a save?
No, I'm just asking if there's like an orb effect or something that
No,
stops it.
no, no.
Cool. Yeah, no,
I
it's
will
automatic.
I will tell you it's similar to like a legendary reaction
Yeah.
or legendary action type thing.
So he has like a
Uh,
limited use of it per
yeah.
round or something.
Not. I'll tell you there are a set amount of orbs,
Yeah.
and they can activate either on certain conditions on his turn, or as an action on somebody else's turn, or as like a reaction on somebody else's turn.
Okay, cool.
Um, blah, 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 blah. It moves to his turn. He is going to cast Time Stop.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
This is the main reason for the counterspell orbs.
What does time stop do?
Can I ping it?
Does what it
That is to
sounds like.
GM. How do I make that not to GM?
Uh,
Like this.
yeah,
There you go. So basically, 1d4 plus 1 turns. Time is stopped for everyone except for me.
Oh boy.
It's important. It's important to note that if one of the things that I do during this time stops times affects someone that's not me, the time stop ends. So it's like a setup type thing, more or less. So you'll have to give me a quick second.
I just like to imagine that he has some spell that just conjures millions of needles that he just surrounds us with. And then right when time stop ends, they all just are like some real Naruto
right.
shit.
It's Needle Jizo.
Give me Haku for 20.
Oh yeah, that's a different thing. I was
I
thinking about Jiraiya's thing where his hair grows.
Oh fuck. Well, Dry is dead.
Haku is a better analogy though.
Dry was weak.
God.
Honestly, let's just take a moment to reflect on the fact that somehow you grew to love Jiraiya.
Yeah, that's true.
This is true.
Like, he was just such an imposing force when he first entered, and by the end, you're just like,
Naruto's reading Tale of a gutsy ninja, just bawling.
All right. So time is stopped, and when time is no longer stopped, it appears as if there are mirror images of him. There is a wispy flame wrapped around his body, almost as if a fire shield.
No.
There is a wall of force, which I will draw.
Oh my god.
I know nothing of Fire Shield.
The fire shield, I'll just tell you because it's fine. Resistance to fire damage and melee attacks that hit him cause the attacker to take X amount of damage
Gotcha.
as flames erupt. 1 second. I'm just looking for the dimensions of wall of force.
Isn't it like it could be like 10-foot radius or a 10-foot cube, I think.
Or a shape, or you can shape a flat surface made of up to 10 foot by 10 foot panels.
That's really big.
That seems ridiculous. Is that true?
That is true.
All right, well, it's going to be big.
Yeah, wall of force.
You usually don't need it to be that big, so we don't worry about it. But yeah, it's technically can be insane.
No, I did invoke that one time as Velas.
Isn't there a...
There was like a wall of flowing lava we couldn't get through, and I made an enormous lava shield for us to walk under.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's going to go around.
You hate to hear numbers that big.
Ooh.
And then lastly, the fact that it wakes you up from it. A cone of cold will be targeting Kinda, and your army of zombies.
Can he cast that through the wall of force though?
Can he not?
I don't think magic can pass through it.
Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It's immune to all damage. It can't be dispelled by dispel magic.
Yeah, you need disintegrate or like a crazy teleport spell to get around it.
Gotcha. Then no wall of force because Cone of Cold is going to do more.
You could still
So
just put a dome around Sean's zombies or something.
this is true. I might as well take the time to set up. How do I select?
Or like literally could just like put it around me.
Yeah. Or just make a wall so it's really inconvenient for me and Sean to walk around to him.
I am trying to figure out how to delete the drawing, but not everything else. I think I can do this.
If you just drag over like the different parts of it, you
That
can.
worked.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it.
Draw shape, freehand. He's actually just going to do it around Marbella, making it so that arrows can no longer pass through. Because that was the main effect that it was going for. All right, so a Constitution saving throw for Kinda and the 5 goons.
Okay.
Zygon, you're safe.
Let me see how this works here. I don't have any of my macros. Okay, so
Is it a dome?
Yes.
I really wish it was just a wall. I was gonna rope trick out of this bitch.
okay, I'm just gonna go like
I don't think you have a way out of it.
It is concentration, so it can be
Yeah.
broken.
So we just have to do damage to him. But
okay, I need 5.
I'm saying like when it comes around to your turn, Danny, I don't think you can do anything except like ready in action.
yo.
Ooh, double
Hey,
20.
look at that.
3, so 5 right there. Okay.
Okay, DC, I'll tell you DC 17. So 2 failures and kinda fail. It is going to be 8d8. 34 cold damage, half on a successful save.
Okay, so my zombies do well. There's no way they can make that. They technically get to make like a Constitution saving throw to stay alive. 5 plus the damage taken. But they have exactly 34 HP. So you're at 0. You're at 0. And then 16 for the rest. Wait. 16 or no, 17.
It was DC 17, yeah. So
Yes,
16 fails.
Wait, what just happened to me? Why didn't that save? No, you're at 0. You can keep going. I'm just
Or is that those? Well, I mean, next is Mom.
okay. So she took 17 damage. That's yeah. So that's all of them. Great. And they all still charge. So they all probably just dash, right?
Yes.
Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2 of them are
You can
not
do a
even conscious.
6. And then yeah, and then 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8. Boom.
All right, Marbella.
I am going to. Oh, he has a flame shield.
Mm-hmm.
The stupid jerk. I was gonna cast flame arrows. That's a stupid jerk.
Also, the flame arrows still wouldn't pass through the wall of force.
No, but it's an action and it readies
Oh, gotcha.
12 flame shots. But I'm just gonna ready a attack at him. Fucking wait, actually, no, but then Saigon.
Saigon can take it.
All right, I'm gonna ready lightning arrow. I'm gonna bonus action lightning arrow and ready an attack at him
All right.
because that's a bonus action that lasts a minute.
Sounds good. Kanda, you're up.
This is your time.
So there's a wall of force.
Around me.
Around Arbella.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Oh, that changed. Okay.
yeah. If you're gonna worry about it, just worry about my sadness.
So like I can move so and so he's
Yeah.
got a shield of whatever the fuck. Okay. Well. Nothing's gonna work. I don't know. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't know.
What's the coolest thing you have?
Nothing. I'm not cool. I'm gonna. That's just such a. I'm gonna. What does this do? I wonder how many more things there are. That'll just stop me. I'm gonna use Dimension Door and go. I don't know.
Inside the wall of force.
That's what I was thinking.
You could Dimension Door inside. No, I don't know if you can. I don't know how.
I believe you can, but
Thank you, Ken.
Oh,
but it wouldn't help. It would just trap you in the wall of force.
Oh, because you can't do it out.
You can, but you would just have to dimension door
The
again.
door out.
but
Yeah, but then
I
Marbella
can
would be
get
out.
him out.
That's
I can get
true.
Marbella out.
Read Dimension Door. So the only thing that would prevent it is that the wall extends into the ethereal plane. So if it's ethereal travel, it wouldn't work, but I don't think a Dimension Door is.
Mm-mm.
Dimension door is OP.
No, I can it arrive exactly the spot desired. Blah blah blah. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller. The creature must be within 5 feet of you when you cast a spell.
Sounds fine.
Alright, well, then I guess I'll do that. I shall do the thing right there.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Do it.
I'm gonna give Marbella the Bardic Inspiration.
Does that count for my ready to action, or does that go away because I'm teleported?
Oh.
You haven't been teleported out yet.
No, but he's saying when he's teleported out, does his ready to action take place? I would say
Probably
no,
not. Yeah.
because you have to take your action to walk through the Dimension Door.
All right.
Well, you don't actively take the action, but like
Yeah.
you're no longer just like set.
Yeah, because it's ready for when the wall drops. Okay.
Yeah. So Enoch, you're up.
All right, that actually does change my plan that she went in there, but that's okay. I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And that's it. Whoops, I went the wrong way. So Greater Invisibility there. It's just I become invisible, and it's concentration, so like I can cast spells and stuff. And then I will move. Maybe like here.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Zygon, you're up.
Booming blade. We got it this time. Come on. 13.
That is not going to cut it.
Yeah.
I'll remind you, you have a bardic inspiration die, I think.
Do I?
No.
No,
Who
that
who
would
did you
be
give it to first turn? It was
Sean.
Sean. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I'll remind you nothing.
I accept.
Besides to question yourself, what could you do better today?
what could you do better today?
I could take a step around him without provoking opportunity attacks to open the way for the zombies.
Nice, nice.
Fair enough.
That is about it, though.
All right. It is his turn. And he is going to. Oh, just let me double check. Yeah. This is. I'm going to do it. He's going to cast Banishment on Zygon.
Okay.
You must make a Charisma saving throw or be banished.
Thank God it's not me, right?
16. It's 17, right?
It is 17.
Well, it's concentration, though, right?
It is concentration. You are
so,
correct.
So is Wall of Force.
Correct. Wall of Force goes down.
I'll take it.
Ready to action. Goes off.
And I disappear. I'll be over here.
Yeah, let's go over there for a minute.
Let's
Are we still on
see.
the material plane, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just go to a demo plane.
Boom! 48, baby. Ah!
Hit me.
What a fucking stupid game. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Roll a dex saving throw.
It is a 17.
All right, you win.
Also making a con check. Con check fails. First try. Oh wait, no. I forgot. Question. This is for someone with more DM experience than I to answer, aka Greg or Sean.
Hey.
This is an archmage who has magic resistance.
Yeah.
Having advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Does that apply to concentration checks or not?
No.
I would say no. Yeah.
The wording makes me think no.
Yeah,
I think
I don't.
I think it's intended for like just specifically when somebody casts a spell at you.
That makes sense.
Yeah, rather than maintaining your own spell, it's like if someone threw a cone of cold at him, he'd have advantage on that dex save.
Yeah. So you are back, Greg.
Hey,
But I'm gonna rule that you have to make the dex save for Danny's lightning arrow.
that's fair.
Do you want to take 3 damage? You want 3 damage?
If I succeed, then nothing will happen.
You want 3?
It's DC 14.
You want 3?
Do I take half of 3 or 3?
Half of 3.
Okay.
If you saved.
I did
Alright.
6 save.
I did not save. How much damage?
3.
I just get a little zap as soon as I get back. And I turn around and look at you. I'm like, you're lucky I'm so fulfilled right now. Otherwise, I'd kill you.
It is as if you were to lick your finger and touch a socket.
Zombies are up.
Hey. Bah.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Aw.
Give me 1 moment, because mirror image was up for that last attack.
Oh yeah.
So each time a creature targets me with an attack, roll d20.
Yeah, it's just like an increasingly hard DC the more images go away.
Yeah. You must roll a 6 or higher to change the target's attack to a duplicate. So it does go and attack and kill a duplicate, but I'll still take the chain lightning damage from being nearby. Does this sound fair?
Yeah.
All right. We're down to whatever, 2 more images. Continue with your
Yeah, technically I'll do
things.
at one at a time.
Slam.
Slam. Why won't it let me slam?
Will it not?
Slam.
Slam.
No.
Not gonna happen.
Wait.
Oh wait. Even if so, question: if it misses,
What's the
I'm
word
not
you want?
familiar with whatever it's called.
Mirror
Mirror
image.
image. Let me do this. Public.
Whenever, okay, each time a creature targets you with,
Yeah. Which is what. So I roll d20 to see if it targets it anyway. But isn't it? I can't make it.
Does it say
No, to
can?
determine whether.
Well,
If
here's
you
the
have
thing.
3 duplicates, you
It
must roll
targets
6
a
or higher.
duplicate, but it still misses.
It,
If that makes
yeah.
sense.
Well, yeah. I was just gonna say, just for future reference, it says if you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. I don't know
Yeah.
what that means. You can change or don't have to change.
The way we did it before was
change
like the duplicates only can get like knocked away by a successful attack anyway.
Gotcha.
Because it
Alright.
doesn't
Yeah.
make
It's
sense.
only gonna hit them if it hits their AC.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think it makes sense that
Well, that's the thing. I guess that doesn't hit the AC either way.
Can be destroyed only. It ignores. Okay. Well, anyway, so then mom gets an attack. Come on. Slam.
slam. Damn.
No.
It doesn't matter.
And
Didn't have
this
one.
mom's
She gets a splinter from the chair.
yeah, it's gonna go this way. 2, 3, 4. I guess dash. No, wait. She has to go here. I was trying to get out of the way a little bit, but can't.
Gotcha.
Then that's
Mirabella.
All right, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him,
Okay.
and then I will attack.
Go for it.
22 to hit.
That'll do it.
Woo! 14 damage,
Alright.
and then I will attack again. 15 to hit.
That'll not do it.
Am I able to use a Bardic Inspiration die on
You
attack
are.
rolls? And that's a D10.
Yeah.
18 to hit.
Shield.
Ah!
Gotta use them some way.
This guy is my nemesis.
And I think that's your turn, right? 2 attacks?
Yeah, correct.
Alright. Kinda.
Kanda wants to go home.
I know. Your plans have really been foiled at every step of the way. Your time
I
will
have
come.
given 5 damage this entire time.
You're also a bard, though.
Bards don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you said, but I don't want you to repeat it.
Bards don't do that much damage.
Well, I don't do anything. I haven't done anything.
I mean, your purpose is more to control and support rather than be the one who actually takes the enemy down.
I don't think I've been doing any of that either.
Your Dimension Door was good. I wouldn't have banished had Dimension Door not happened.
that makes sense.
It'll
Yeah.
make more sense in time.
This guy's living in the year 3020.
Yeah.
All of the things I want to try are all like 20 to 30 foot radius.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now too.
Alright, I'm gonna. Nope, that's a touch spell.
I'm okay with people throwing dex saving throws at me specifically. I'll just throw out there.
I'm gonna not do that one either. Gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna go there. And I'm gonna try. Does he still have that fire shield thing?
Yes.
Alright. And I'm gonna try Dissonant Whispers again.
Okay.
Is that a thing I click?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Wisdom. A successful wisdom save.
Yep. Well, he still takes 6, right?
That's up to you.
Yeah, half as much damage. Yeah.
All right.
6 psychic damage.
Do you whisper anything in particular to them to create the psychic damage? You just say like, "Hey, fuck you."
Yeah, let's go with that.
Time is a construct.
I really have thought that like 6 different times.
All right.
Bonus
Enoch.
action,
Oh,
I'm
bonus
gonna
actions.
give my last bardic inspiration to Sagan.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Now we can finally hit a booming blade.
I have my own plans for that as well.
All right. Now it's Enoch's turn.
All right. Unfortunately, I know in my heart of hearts that this is sort of a waste of time. I don't have to move, do I? What's here? I do technically, so I'll go there. I'm invisible anyway. And I'm going to cast Blight.
Okay.
So they make a con save. Cast at what level?
I'm gonna. Never mind.
5th.
All right. You're gonna trigger another one of these orbs.
It can't see me.
Oh.
Counterspell relies on sight. I mean, it's your ruling because it's also an orb.
And no, I think that's fair.
That was why I cast Greater Invisibility.
Yeah. It fails the con save.
Oh shit! Okay, so that's going to be 37 necrotic damage.
37 necrotic. He is looking quite rough now.
Hey, my master plan comes together. And that's my turn. That was a good turn. Woohoo!
Yeah, Zygon, you're up.
All right.
Can you finish him off?
Let's find out. I have a question.
Uh-huh.
If I wanted to hide as a bonus action,
Uh-huh.
could I hide under the table, then pop out and get advantage on the attack roll?
I will say would you all right. I'm gonna say there's either gonna be advantage or disadvantage involved. Would you
Okay.
rather you have disadvantage or he have advantage? You can pick.
Uh,
You have a bardic inspiration.
yeah, I'm just concerned because of shield.
Oh.
Wait, explain why that's the ruling.
Because you're hiding under the fucking table, dude.
All right, then I'll just attack him normally, like whatever. My hope was to get myself advantage with unseen attackers, but okay. I will attack with my rapier.
All right.
I don't think Bardic Inspiration is gonna save that.
That is not likely.
Because he still has shield, right?
Yes. He's used 2 shields so far? Yeah.
Yeah, but it lasts until yeah. Damn it. Alright, then.
All right.
I'm gonna hide under the table.
Go for it.
In shame. No, I'll just stand there.
All right. We've got one last cone of cold coming your guys' way. This one's going to be at Gale, Zygon, Kanda, and Merbella. Make some Constitution.
Yeah, that's the.
Oh, I'm reading the wrong thing. It is Constitution, though.
Oh, I thought it was Dex.
/R.
Oof.
Oh.
That's 0 damage for me.
No.
All right. Anything below a 17, will take 36 cold damage. Otherwise, half, or in Zygon's case, nothing.
Once again, Zygon.
Evasion.
Wait, so if you're saying that because of the ability is only on deck saves.
I thought
If you're saying it because of the double natural 20, then I'm cool with that, but I just wanted to clarify.
Oh,
okay, let me read it because I thought it was any save where. No, you're right. It's Dex save.
no, it is Dex. I had forgotten.
No, me too.
Here I am, master of rules.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't pick sides.
I thought it was any save where you would take half damage on a success.
Yeah, no.
All right then, fine.
This 18 damage is gonna ruin you.
Yeah, this is the end.
What is gonna ruin you is watching Gale die again.
You know, I find it weirdly comforting that you keep her around.
All right. Let's see if Alog, Veer, and Mom can do the job then.
Oh yeah. Here they are. We'll start with Mom. The best part is if she manages to hit, she just takes fire damage.
Slam.
22.
All right, so that'll be a 1d20 roll thing. 7, which does not hit a duplicate. It hits me for 11.
11 bludgeoning.
Which I will tell you puts Alice on his last legs.
Nice.
And the fire shield will erupt, dealing 2d8 fire damage.
To everybody or just to Mom?
Whenever a creature within 5 feet of you hits you with a melee attack, the shield erupts with flame. The attacker
Cool.
deals.
You can take it,
There's
Mom.
no save or anything. 15.
You can barely take it, Mom.
Oliver.
And then Alavir. Imagine.
I believe. Oh,
Imagine a world
No.
never mind.
where I miss 4 attacks in a row. and Sean's
Yeah, my
zombies.
zombies with +2 to hit, +3 to hit.
My rolls have been so bad on attacking.
You and Jess are really struggling. I'm
I-
sorry.
Honestly, during that
Sorry.
first fight, I was on fire. Like I hit everything.
But that's the end of my zombies.
All right, Marbella. Can you hit him a single time? That's the question.
I
The
hope.
age-old question.
I attack.
He's gonna shield because he needs to survive.
All right. Well, I guess I'll.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? I drop Hunter's Mark concentration in favor of Zephyr Strike.
Ooh.
To get advantage.
Yes.
Go for it. That'll do it.
There you go.
Does the 13 kill or do I need to roll the 1d8?
He had 3 HP, so yes.
Okay.
He just slumps down in the chair behind him. Just arrows sticking out kind of every which way.
I place my hand
His-
on him.
I dive and push Greg, and then I put my hand on him.
I demand a roll.
I think my mom should get control personally.
I think that makes 0 sense.
She did more damage than you.
You already have names.
I'm gonna say, Greg, do you think athletics check makes sense versus Danny's athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah. I think that makes enough sense.
I think that makes sense. So Danny, you got athletics or acrobatics?
Ooh.
Greg has athletics.
Okay, I have a +1 here. Ah.
Give me the list. I am an independent woman who wants to control everyone.
So Alice has 900 names. I'm going to give you a handout about Alice. Because presumably Danny's interested enough to just talk to Alice about his past. And
Oh, for
whatnot.
sure. Alice is the coolest of the people.
Alice is the coolest of the people. Alos's beginnings are a mystery to all, including Alos. He knows many things, but not how they happened. Alos's consciousness is a bit different from the others of Faerun. He travels time at the same speed as everyone else, but in reverse. He has already traveled the full length of what others would consider to be the future, yet he sees as his past. He remembers it just as anyone else remembers their past, but his is only one specific past of other many possibilities of a future. He is fascinated by cause and effect and is quite adept at deciphering magic. He holds no bitterness towards his fate, prefers to spend his time exploring how others experience the world, and is known to quiz or test his guests rigorously. His greatest weakness is his inability to accept the fact that while he may know what has already happened in one future, he may not be living in the present that caused it, perpetuating constant chaos in his life.
How are you gonna move
So,
time when you're standing in it, you three-dimensional dummy?
I wish I just was Alos.
so while he was spouting seemingly nonsense, in reverse, it makes sense given assumptions of what you guys had said, because in a certain timeline, that's what you guys said.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. He was my favorite character.
That is really cool. I'm a
Would you like?
little bit salty about the liar puzzle. More mad at myself for that one.
That was honestly one of the most genius things anyone's ever done.
No, for real.
That was probably my crowning achievement.
I think, honestly, Gwen, the tragedy of puzzles in that they last so small, it has really erased some of the genius that you put in these campaigns.
Remember the one puzzle that was like really complicated and there were different like trumpets or horns or something, but then there wasn't a solution.
That's
what
what I was
we
gonna
talked
say.
about last week.
Do you mean the most infuriating moment of my entire life?
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't felt that stupid since that puzzle. The liar got me.
To be fair, that puzzle, the puzzle that you guys just did, lasted maybe 5 minutes before Sean figured it out. It was quick.
No, that's true.
Although, honestly, that's pretty long for a puzzle in D&D.
Well, puzzles
depends.
puzzles either last 30 seconds or
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we just
And the
haven't
DM
really.
gives up and just tells you the answer.
Yeah. I have come to the place where I basically refuse to let puzzles take longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I know at that point they're just no longer fun.
At that point,
Except for
everybody's mad.
Danny, who's just sitting there, just like, come on, come on.
Well, if you guys were stuck on like that wealth puzzle, that was just like it's just like a brain teaser type thing.
Mhm.
I probably wouldn't have given you any hints or anything. Because how do I give you a hint on that?
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I trusted you guys to.
The only hint you can give is how it functions too. It's not like you can not just toward the answer really.
But theoretically, your characters figure that out just by brute force, by just trying a bunch of different things, and it becomes apparent. So, like I said, Alos knows the future, but one specific future. You can ask him about it if you want, but you may not get what's the word I'm looking for? Reliable information.
Alos, is there any future where we locate Enoch's dad?
Not the one I'm in.
Damn it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question that might just get no answer, but I'd like to ask it.
Okay.
How does now go in the future you know?
Okay. So generally, let me think. So generally, you guys make your way to Crater, and then Juros, and somehow you find Ergon. I'm not sure how that happened. And then Krulith, and then you go to fight the Baron, and the Baron just basically kills you in one shot. And for basically the rest of the time, you guys are all forgotten.
Oh, okay.
That's very reassuring.
I mean, I wasn't too worried about it.
I figured.
But you're saying there's a chance.
As much as I would like to quiz you into eternity, my dear Alos. We,
So let me ask you guys a question. How did you get here?
we solved your puzzles.
No, before that.
We walked.
From where?
All over.
What is your past like?
You
I
know,
was just with a
When
rogue
I was
group.
a young boy. And I just go on, and like it's way too long, and even somehow Alos is bored of it.
He's just like, that's great and all. Maybe a little too specific for me.
I didn't need all
Not
the
exactly
details.
helpful information.
Too many
Yeah.
causes, too many effects.
You could have just said you reanimated your mom. You didn't have to get into the gritty details.
I figured it out that you reanimated your mom when you kept saying, "Mom, hit that guy."
Hit that guy.
Get down. Get up. Mom?
I don't know why I find this concept so funny, but I do.
No, I understand.
Everybody, besides Glenn, nobody knows this. I used one of my feats to take proficiency with disguise kits, so I can dress my mom up so that she can exist in civilized society.
Until someone asks her a question.
Well, yeah, we can't get too close.
She's just like Adam Merchant. Everything's fine.
My mom is.
They're
taking-
like, how much are you willing to pay for this battle staff? Ah! All right, I say 15 gold. Ah!
Let's say you to the price of 2 copper pieces.
I do, I don't.
I was gonna say, I saw a post on Reddit that was about the volume taken up by gold pieces, which reminded me of either last session or 2 sessions ago.
However long ago.
And it said, according to their calculations, 50 gold pieces is approximately equal to like a $10 roll of quarters,
Oh,
50
God.
which isn't that
gold
much. That's 50, yeah.
Wow, that's way better than I would have thought.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
much gold do we have?
Like, definitely weighs a
25,000.
lot. I think. How much is?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what?
So let's see. 120. So like 5,000 rolls of quarters.
Oh, 50 gold pieces in D&D weighs a pound. That's why they use 50.
Okay.
So 5,000 pounds. And we only had one extra capacity for a person in the demon grinder.
That's okay. I assume most of it was actually like in platinum and stuff.
Yeah. That's the benefit of gemstones too, yeah?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it wasn't actually all gold coins.
It's like how the rich use property.
Yeah.
yeah.
I just imagined it as like a video game inventory.
They just buy it and then they wait until other rich people buy things and then all of them bought things and then it goes up.
Say, Maggie just gave Jess like a lot of stock options.
Here's how Google will do. Here is Google.
Yeah, no. Alos is like, I always know what stocks do well, but I never know when to buy.
It's all about the long game. Eventually, I will be right.
Oh man.
All right.
We know how he got here.
I'm gonna close that guy out.
Oh wait, there was a question I wanted to ask.
Mhm.
How did the Baron get your name?
You know, I don't remember.
Damn it!
Honestly,
I knew that was the answer.
well, no, because what happened was similar to what happened just here, right? From my past, the Baron actually never got my name, and I was like my own independent kind of entity in this town. But if you're saying that the Baron got my name, then I guess as present, the Baron has my name.
What an idiot! This guy's living in his own fantasy land.
Alos, I'm gonna be honest with you. The fact that you're only in touch with one timeline really ruins you for me.
That's
Your
the
death
point.
means a lot less. I was really hoping you had access to every timeline and just weren't sure which was which.
Isn't there like a Nicolas Cage movie about that?
I sure hope
Not to my
so.
knowledge.
I'll watch it after this. No, I won't. I have to sleep. I have work.
I have work tomorrow too. Forgot.
Ugh. Life is hard.
Yeah.
So do we want to wrap?
Just expect.
It is like 10:20.
Oh
We
shit!
can wrap. This is probably the best wrapping point you would get for a while. You can make your way back to whatever and take your rests.
Are we taking a long rest, friends, or a short rest?
I would like to long rest now. I'm starting
Yeah,
to
I've
run
used a
low.
lot of spell
I'm still
slots.
doing great. I haven't cut and hit yet.
Well, damage wise, I'm fine. It's just
Yeah.
I've used 4 first level and 3 third level spell slots.
I used 8 hit dice, so I would like to not use any
Oh
more.
wow.
Yeah.
So just before we go to bed, I cast the spell again to. It doesn't matter what level spell slot, just to regain control for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, I'll just
and
cop 30 good berries.
So yeah, 30 good berries. What's the how much do they weigh?
Like 0.1 pounds. They're a berry. 0.01 pounds.
Let's see here. Is our plan tomorrow to go after the Death Lord?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless anyone's opposed.
I actually don't really have much in the way that I can change my prepared spells. So I'm kind of, I guess it doesn't matter.
I'm sure you could find a workaround.
Enervation is a necromancy, right? I really lean into the whole necromancy thing.
Oh, I had just like a curiosity question. So
Mhm.
that fire shield actually protect from fire damage as well?
It makes them resistant, yeah.
Resistant. Okay. I had an opportunity where I could have hellish rebuked, and I didn't.
Gotcha.
Because I wasn't sure if it was gonna work. But I realized that like there was nothing else for me to really use that slot on since I already hexed him.
That's fair.
Yeah, I figured it's just one, like for me, it was just 1d6 per. And the thing is, it's an action. So if you take it at the beginning of combat, it's pretty strong. Like every attack you get for 12 attacks has 1d6 extra. But a whole action in versus one person combat just seems silly.
Wait, for what are you talking about?
So I have this spell called Flame Arrows. And
Oh,
it's
right.
really strong if you use it at like the beginning of an attack of like a combat, because like it's 1d6 extra fire damage per attack
Yeah, no.
for 12 attacks. But then in this attack it was garbage, and I was really excited for a moment because I was like, I'm in the thing. The action doesn't matter.
It's still like a cool visual. I just imagine like them all like kind of hovering around you or something.
Yeah, no, it's you just touch the quiver and then 12 pieces of ammunition just light on fire.
I have to say, I do really like the class wizard.
How are you liking the subclass necromancer?
I mean, to be fair, my zombies have been rolling absurdly well.
Yeah.
I kind of was half expecting them to like not hit once the entire time, and that was going to be okay with me. But I mean, whatever, right? I'm still a full fucking wizard, and I mean, I guess I probably make things harder for Gwen, but wizard is definitely the class that I can most like use my knowledge of the game for evil.
That was a really
counter spell, you say?
Yeah, no, that was gonna say that was a really smart play though.
That was really nice.
Yeah, like I honestly I could see ruling against it but I wouldn't want to because it's just too good. Right? Like you spend 2 turns on it and it's a great idea. Like
Yeah.
even if I didn't believe that it should work, I would want to make it work.
I was afraid you were going to counterspell my greater invisibility.
I didn't think it was going to be that big a deal. Plus, I
That's
think
what I
he
was-
had already used the counterspell that round.
Yeah. But yeah, so I definitely really like Wizard just for that. Like, it has the widest variety of spells where I can do things like slow is really good for melee stuff.
Yeah, slow is strong in the first few encounters.
Yeah.
Also, I'm realizing that this character is dumber than I thought the character would be. Because there's rakish audacity, so if there's only one enemy within 5 feet of me, I get sneak attack. But then there's just if an ally is there, it doesn't even matter.
Exactly. Yeah. So you just literally Swashbuckler just makes it so that in pretty much every scenario, like it's incredibly difficult to find a scenario where you don't get sneak attack.
I am a little mad at myself for not taking persuasion proficiency because that's huge. But
You're a
like
goof. You are a goof.
that is it's a huge goof. But at the same time, I think it'll make it even funnier if I struggle to maintain the damage you cause with your 3 charisma necromancer.
Yeah.
Like if I was just able to click a button and just dispel any issues you bring up by like saying something wild to somebody, then
Yeah.
it would be less fun.
It'd be less fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pretend that I did it intentionally.
Intentionally that's a role playing decision.
Yeah.
We gotta
Yes.
get Jess's bardness to come out here.
Yeah.
Beyond the combat stuff, there needs to be some NPC shenanigans.
Party.
Thank you. All right. Well, thank y'all for watching. This is episode 1 of what do we even call it? Name stealing city campaign.
Oh my god.
What will happen next time? How many zombies will Sean add to his entourage next episode?
No more. Only the
more.
5.
Ugh. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. We will be back on Tuesday for prepping Storm King's Thunder, and Storm King's Thunder's on Wednesday now at 6:45. And otherwise, yeah, we'll be doing this on Sundays. Or how many sessions do you think this is gonna pan out to?
Either 2 or 3. My guess is 2.5, and it'll end up being 3 because I'll write something between next week and the week after.
Awesome. So yeah,
to pump it up.
the next couple of weeks we'll be playing this, and then we're gonna find out how our characters are gonna escape from prison. And I'm sure we will not construct a plan until 5 minutes before the game, so it should be pretty. It should be pretty fun. But yeah, we're the D&D initiative,
Okay.
and we'll be back next week. Night.